Greetings. Enough respect to one and all. Whoops, a daisy. Yes, giving thanks for life, giving thanks to be back here once again. And today, hopefully, we're going to have a great show because we've got some fabulous guests in the house, man. Outspoken, intelligent, articulate. And I'm only talking about myself now as well. I haven't got started with my guests, but it's a joy. I want to big up my brethren Creation with Expecting Jammers. His book, Etymology, The Roots of Words. It's a limited edition. Excuse me. Audio copy now on 07497 069 702. That's 07497 069 702. It's called Etymology, The Root of Words by DS Jammers. Fantastic book. I've got my copy. You can also order it online, www.mastermindintelligencenter.com. So that's Etymology, The Roots of Words, limited edition. Order your copy now, 07497 069 702. And you can order online on www.mastermindintelligencenter.com. Yes, so big up the sponsors, then big up my other sister as well, too, Jack K, who's a very forthright, positive, powerful sister. Always on it, always trying to do a thing. Enough respect to her. Okay, so today we've got two guests. We're just expecting jammers any moment. We've got two very special guests, man. I'm very happy to have both of these guests here. We have Jammers, who's on his way. He's just called me, and we have the one Creation. Is that how you want to be called, my brother? Creation. And we're going to be talking about fatherhood, the Black Panther, the subliminal messages in Black Panther, plus other things. So, my brother, Creation. We're not going to play no music right now. We can do that later, man. My brother.
Yes, family.
Yes, I give thanks for coming, King. First of all.
Anything for you, means.
No, no, thank you so much, King, man. It's just a pleasure to have you here, truly, man. And I just wanted to get you in because we speak on the phone on occasion. We have some great conversations with you, and I know that people need to hear certain things that you have to say, my brother.
True that. True that.
Do you wanna say a little about yourself, King? Do you wanna just touch on what you do? Because you this is as you know, again on the show, we deal with people who are self-reliant, people who are trying to create their own things. His name is well suited, creation by name, creation by nature. So just touch on the people about you, my brother.
Well, the journey starts in St. Kitts and Nevis. Father Nevis, mother St. Kitts. So that's how the journey start. Then we reach to Birmingham. Those in the street would call it Birminstrong.
That's right,
and
my brother.
There was the teachings and the rules and the regulations kicked in. You see it. So and that's how we start learning about rules and regulations. Yeah, because up until that time we never have none. Yeah, so so the upbringing was in Birminstrong, and I had four sisters. Well, I got four sisters. Not had, I got four sisters. I'm the only boy. And for those who know me would know that we go through some rough things in life. You others, people that in my circle of trust would know that. But
this is what I'm saying about this, brother. Talk about survivor. Rough life, my brother. Rough old life for Sugar, might not say.
Yeah, rough old life. Yeah.
Because we got to talk from where you come from to where you've achieved, what you've achieved today.
So
it's a lot, man.
So then, we raised in Birminstrong, and we got through the ghetto knowledge of the upbringing to how people perceive you in a them day there, because we're going from the days of where you go to school and people call you Negro, Wag, Coon, and all these things. So from an early age, we have to defend it. And that really doesn't change. That doesn't change till this day. That doesn't change. You know, people still don't rate you, but in hindsight, it's your own what don't rate you. So, we do a little time, and boom bam, and we reach back, and
Jammers has just arrived into the studio, man. Just thank you, creation, my brother. We're going to come back to you, certainly. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, greetings, Concious community. Seems like I've been away for ages, bro.
You have, bro, man. You were on sabbatical, man. How you doing, Jammers?
It's all good, man. I'm ready to function again for the new year now. So I've just come out of hibernation still.
Seeing.
It's good to be back here, man.
Just in case... Creation is
big up Creation.
Yeah, man. He's a music man, risen up from the dust, made a good life for himself. We respect that to the fullness, you understand, King? And I know you've done the same as well. That's why I wanted you both. Yeah. But also, you have both seen Black Panther and I haven't. So,
you can't that's it, yeah?
So I don't have to talk. I just let you. Because I don't want to be here talking by myself, you see.
I can dig up a subject.
No, I wanted you both on because to me, you both have the same. You can touch on your background as well if you want, Jammers, a touch. If you want to. I know you may not want to, but because Jammers. You know, I like what I like to say. Jammers used to live in that truck back, But it's not true. It just sounds good, though. There's an element of truth to it. Go on, Jammers.
It's not true as a van.
A van back. Jammers used to live a van back.
Yeah, respect. Yeah, but, I just caught the end of it when he said life or death, and that's what it was to me.
Do or die.
Do or die.
Yeah. Same difference, Brethren, because doing is life. And the opposite of that is death, so it's the same difference where you're saying.
Because all I had left was my mind, So every thought to me is life or death. The wrong thought could be your death, you know what I mean? So that's why I take words seriously, I don't let nothing pass me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is the word Smith, brethren. This is that's what we're saying, Rasta. That's what we're saying, Rasta. Word, sound, power. You know what I mean? So it's we want to inspire people to rise up. Like I see you two brothers in front of me. I feel honoured to be in front of you two because, as I said, coming from a different country, brethren, it's difficult to make it in the next country. It's that simple. Determination, desire, aspiration, affirmation, my brother. You know what I mean, King? So. It's important. You see, people. It's only when other people tell you kind of recognise it, King. Sometimes he's all humble now. What's going on? Respect.
I just look at myself. I'm a ghetto youth, and I'm trying to get through in a life. You see it, and and what frustrates me is that there's people out there. And when I say people, right, just listen to me good, people, when I listen in, Concious, because I take back no talk. There's people out there wheeling out some Jack and Ori stories, you understand me? Confusing, cunning, you understand me? About what it is and what it isn't. Jehovah's. That's not the best. Yo, just get to the bare bones of it. You understand me? I do it. You either gonna do it or you ain't gonna do it. It's simple like that. Bond the long story.
Talk the thing, my brother.
You understand me? How should I do bond that? You take man for.
Brethren, I want to ask you. I love what you're saying, King. Do or die. How you come with that philosophy, brethren? Why would you say that? What made you got you to that conclusion, my brother?
Do or die is an everyday philosophy for me because. There's some dirty people out the road.
That's right, my brother.
You check?
Absolutely.
Not even to say that they're even looking at you, but they're looking at somebody. So it's do or die. And to a degree, when you're hungry, and there's hungry and there's starving, when you're hungry, there's certain things you will do. When you're starving, nothing you wouldn't do. That's the difference.
It's true, bro. It's true.
Because I've been there and done that. Jovers. When I say ghetto, I ghetto. You understand me? Yeah? I'm gonna take bad up no time at all. You understand me? I deal with here. Simple like that. You understand me? Me I talk out the thing. Me not take bad up. Me not take chat. You overs. Yeah? If I take chat because I've allowed you to give me the chat. That's the difference. You overs.
Yeah.
And boy, when it's time for me to leave the place, I leave the place, blood. But hear what? I ain't punking out the thing. You overs. You have jammers, yeah, so he might say it in another way.
For sure, King.
But the overstanding is the same. Jehovah's, I'm just saying it raw because
that's why I want you there, bro.
You
But that's why I wanted you there. Some ghetto talk,
but the overstanding is the same. Jehovah's. I'm not saying no different to what the brother's saying or what you're saying. It's just that I'm just more
raw.
It's more raw.
It's more raw with you, Brethren, definitely, man. And that we need to have that, as you said correctly, Brethren. I agreed. That perspective brought on the radio. We have to air the real talk, man.
But
the street.
I will say the rawness comes from the upbringing. Your overs. You know, I grow with rules and regulations. I grow in penitentiary. Your overs. And then I get a get out of jail card on a weekend, maybe. You understand me?
Seeing, King, seeing.
So I grow that way. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
to you?
absolutely, my brother.
So, not for we, because I can't speak for no other culture. I can only speak for we culture. And more importantly, I can only speak for me, you overs. But for me, you understand me? I deal with life never did easy. That way there, you overs. So, if a man a beat you on a daily basis, how you expect then for me to be when I grow? You just you see where I'm coming from.
100%, my brother.
Yeah? It's just like if somebody tell you often enough say you're stupid, one day you would question it, even if it's for that second. If you say, no, I ain't no stupid, but you've questioned it, so the seed don't plant. You check where I'm coming from. So bond that. You understand me? I do it. So my philosophy and my way of life is simple, is do or die. Do overs.
Of course.
Yeah?
Bro.
Now, my parents created that. I never asked to come here. You overs. So whatever I do, you forget what the dot get. It's simple like that. You understand me? I do. I never ask for come here, so and then push me or bring me coming in the world here, you know. You overs. So I'm making good of whatever I can make
you've
good.
got, man. I hear you, bro. I hear you, bro.
You know, but some people then want to be saying, oh, well, you know, I grow a mother and father. Because, yeah, why not? If I never a penitentiary, why you have man back in the day and woman back in the day, I pull out a louver window and sneak out and I go rave. If you was free. Really and truly.
True.
Yeah? Where you sneaking out if you're free? You're overs. And what enough people don't want to realize is, from back then till now, uno get scared. And uno no want face uno scare. Uno want to keep on a bleed.
Yes.
Stitch you up, heal it. But them no want to do that.
You're absolutely right, brother.
You can turn it around and make a positive out of it.
Absolutely, brother.
But them not overstanding that. You over.
Brethren, there's enough scars in our community, Brethren, whether it's from Africa or the Caribbean, or you're born in England. Enough people are scarred, King. And you're right, we've got an open wound in the community, and people don't want to heal it. They'd rather drink, smoke, as you just say, sneak out, do something to distract themselves. Go on, King, from the healing.
They still have to come back to it.
Absolutely, bro.
You can't run from it.
Absolutely.
Can I hear that thing you bring to, because it done fixing in your mind?
Yeah.
You over.
Yeah,
so
absolutely,
for
King.
2-3 hours you don't think about it. But as the way you go back home now, you start think about it, you know. Find out if daddy awake or if mommy awake or if anybody go check in at the bedroom and all them. You overs, right? So what I'm showing you is, I believe, I can't speak for everybody, yeah, but I believe there's some of we people them who just make matters hard for themselves. Simple like that. They make matters hard for themselves.
Because you're saying, King, they're not dealing with the issues that they have, basically.
No.
But do you think they have the ability to do it, though, King? That's what I'm saying. Because I've worked in social services, you know, King.
We must have, logically, we must have some kind of overstanding. Jehovah's. We must have some kind of overstanding to the thing. Jehovah's. Because if you can identify what it is, Jehovah's, you're halfway there.
Yes, I. Sometimes someone might have to point it out to you, King, and some people don't want to be told about themselves.
But
you understand?
99% of the time, if me among certain man them, you know, we are going and our reverence, You overs, and we are talk about nothing in particular. You overs, and then we get to like the family pint. People then would have start talk. Yo, my father used to do this, and my mother used to do this. Wicked people. But what I'm showing you is he's halfway there, or she's halfway there, because you've enlightened it. You overs. You've brought it to the forefront.
You're right, bro. You're right. And then we can delve further.
And then you can delve and say, well,
for sure, bro.
What was that? Was it because of the slave mentality of your parents? Was it from your Jehovah's? And then you can start knit and start pick out now what you believe it could have been or what you think it is. Jehovah's as you as an individual. You understand me? But me personally, me don't do my time. Here, I do my time, and me not do no more time. I'm doing my time.
I understand.
When I was raised on mommy and daddy time. No, me I do for me. You overs. I'm in a tech chat. You overs. I mean, my mother's gone now 21 years, and my father is still here. But don't get that twisted under any illusion. I will tell you straight, conscious people. Me not tech talk, not even from my father. You understand me? Anyway, my father can't come give me no stiff chat. So when me and my father buck, oh, you're too aggressive, Messiah. That you make me.
Yes, I.
That scared
yes,
make me. I just use that scared. I make positive out of it.
Yes, I. Of course, legend. Of course, King.
Don't go on like I've just reached here, and I've just reached here just on my very own, blood. You've helped me.
Bridget, you know, and what you're saying, King, is right on point, because this is what we did when I was working in social services, in children's homes, mental health. 16 to 18 year olds were semi-independent. This is the exact type of psychological issues we were dealing with. Young people who have grown up in a household where the parents never showed them love fundamentally and the respect that they deserve. I
don't recall one time in my life my mother or father saying to me, I love you, son. I don't recall that. I'm not trying to say that they didn't, you know.
Sure.
I'm saying in my head, I don't recall that me get a hug, I get a hug up, you know. I went through the same what probably most of us went through, which was spoken at to, not spoken to.
Right.
Yours. So it's a different piece of so communication is different then.
Spoken at, not spoken to is what you're saying. Yeah, that's correct, my brother. I hear you.
So I left home at 14. Yours. Because as my father said, two bull can't live in a one pen and me not take chat. I get to that point then, well, okay, I'm not proud of it. Jehovah's. I draw a knife for my father.
But hold on, King. And of course, but as a child, you can only react because you haven't got the whole fundament to think things through, King.
But there's only so much beating
you can take, of course, man.
You can take.
Now, we're not justifying what my man's doing, and my man's not justifying it either, but it's the environment that he grew in. A father should have been showing him love. He didn't, and you can only react in the way you know.
Supposed to show me how to be a man and to conduct myself. You overs. Him never show me them. Him never give me them powers. You overs. Yeah? You just give me anger. You understand me? So now I'm here, you overs, X amount of seasons later, you forget what the duck get. You understand me, I deal with?
You know,
and you can't, and as a father then, you can't deny what you have done. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
But the thing is though, King, some fathers don't know themselves, basically. You know what? I don't know if you know that. Some don't know themselves, King.
So the argument is then, why have kids if you don't know yourself? Because you can't teach I nothing then.
How much man do you know, Brett? How much good man and bad man, exactly, King? You've hit it on the head. How much good man and bad man have youths? And you think that all of these people, even some good man can't show the youths something good, but how much bad man have youths and can't show the kids love? Do you understand? No, man with 17, 18 kids, they're not looking after the kids. Do you understand, King?
Yeah, I understand.
But I'm not saying, because I know you, King, because we're going to talk about fatherhood now. I know you're a good father, King. I've seen the pictures and the way you flex and the way you talk about your youth. I know you're a good father, King. You've learned from your experiences. I can talk about myself as well. My father wasn't there for me. My mum's my foundation, my art, my mum. I didn't learn how to be a father from what, because I don't know what a father was. So I had to the only rule I said to myself is that I learned something from my mum, how she raised me. But I said to myself, everything he did, I'm doing the opposite. That's how I learned, and I think I've got a great relationship with my daughter. But that's how I learned, King. So you had a father there who was the opposite of what I had. Mine was absent. Yours was there, but was absent in love and respect and honor and manners for you. Go on, brother. Go on, bro.
So
but I think that's worse, to be honest, man.
But that's just like people can be in a relationship and still be alone. You see
absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
I know enough people who are in relationships and they still feel alone. Yours
definitely, King.
Right there, so them have the kids them right there, so but something's missing. Yours and the frequency ain't there for them. You understand me? I deal with the frequency.
100%, my brother.
The frequency is. I don't know if it was ever there. Jehovah's, or if it was just a lost thing and then they've just got into it, then they've just made that sacrifice. Jehovah's, because we have enough of our families as well where mummy and daddy ain't even together, but daddy still lives in a room upstairs. You know them kind of weird.
Them kind of things,
right?
I know them,
and them kind of things go on. Jehovah's and daddy have kids in between you and you understand me? Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. King Bro, this is what I'm saying. It's about fatherhood, and you can come in whenever you're ready, Jammers. Yeah. This is about father. No, talk. But when Jammers wants to come in, he'll indicate. So indicate when you want to speak. Yeah, Jammers. Yeah. So. Brother. Like I said, I've worked in social services. I've seen it. We've got so many men, as you said, who don't know how to be men, because let's remember, I think this is what it is, King. I don't want to just use it as a throwaway line, the trauma from slavery. It's been a perpetuation through generations, King, because we've never been taught. Your dad never got taught to be a good father. He was probably raised the way he raised you, basically, because he had no other way. And I'm not saying sympathy's with him, because my sympathy's always with you, or my empathy's certainly with you, King. Simple. But I'm sure that he had a tough time as well, King.
And I don't, and that is the way to overstand it for me. Is to say,
right, beautiful, King.
I'll give you your justification because of what you went through. Bearing in mind, he was an only child. You see, right? But I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that you went through something. Jehovah's, right? Because if you don't tell me, I'm not going to know. The only thing I have to do is clutch at straws.
You're concluding basically.
Yeah, you understand me?
Of course, King.
I'm gonna have to do a Columbo. You understand me? Straight big man thing. I'm gonna have to do a Columbo and come with my own eyes. You understand me? I do it and say, well, that's what it was. You understand me? Yeah, the killing was in the kitchen. You understand me?
Of course, bro.
Him need for overstand that, but as time goes on. Okay then, if we say that was that then and he went for a rough time, as time goes on then, there must be a time where you have to water down.
But you know what?
You see?
You're right, King.
You must have to water down sooner or later.
But there's two times it happens, man, because first time it's like when you say you may draw a knife and I mean you recognise what the fudge is going on here. That may be when he gets older, because this is what happens I find with a lot of my friends. As they get older, they talk to the parents and tell them, Dad, you were a fussy, basically.
Oh no, I don't give him the story in Balamory long time. You understand me? Him get that Vanks blood. Him get that in a drums. You understand me? Him get that in a drums. And then one time when I was back home, I do some work and a man call me and say your father's sick because him dad send kids on holiday. And them did one operate and him say no, I'm no one operation. And me got the hospital go check him and him look away. He look away. So what I did is, I done what anybody would do. Booked a flight, brought him back.
Respect, King.
Jehovah's.
Yeah, man.
Now, I'm not saying that I wouldn't do these things, but at the same time, don't forget what you did. Jehovah's, because you create this. Jehovah's. Put. You got people say, oh, without God, nobody no bond that. Without my father and my mother, me not die. You understand me, yeah?
Talk to take my brother. Yeah. That's real.
All right, so
yeah, man.
At the end of the day, then, fam, him I feel overstand and recognize him as a man. Jehovah's, because you didn't give me enough tools to build the house, blood. Jehovah's, I had to go through some vicious lesson, my lad. Jehovah's, almost to death. Big man thing. You understand me? I deal with for learn that lesson.
But hear what though, King? That's why I respect you, because I know from the touches you've told me what you've been through. I've worked with youths like that. My heart is with those youths, King. Do you understand? Who had rotten parents who never look after them in the way the children need. Children just need love, man, and hugs. They need to be felt, to be loved.
You see, the kids of today have turned to like a materialistical life.
Sure, for real, King.
When we was growing, we never needed that. We just needed that little hug and that little reassurance,
That's right, King.
which we didn't get.
That's
so
right.
a lot of people, black people, I got through that stigma there, and I got through that rough time there, but don't want to. So you can't help me until you can help yourself, blood. So you tell them all the time, self-reliance is the key. So hear what? Why you ain't helping yourself? Not saying that they ain't, but for those who are overstanding, why you ain't helping yourself?
It's true, my brother.
You can't help
It's
me
true.
until that time.
It's true. You're absolutely right, my brother.
Yeah,
You're absolutely right.
So let's just beat out the long story. You understand me? Yeah, because the story don't change. Jehovah's until you're ready for change it.
Yeah,
I put in your own chapter.
Absolutely, my brother.
You
You're
check.
absolutely right.
You know, you have some. I mean, as I'm actually telling you a story. Sorry, I'm actually
okay,
telling
my
you
brother.
a story of
Yeah.
my life.
Yes,
but if this was a direct conversation, just as a conversation, none of that would have been. I wouldn't have mentioned none of that.
Sure.
Because I don't depend upon that, because that was then and this is now.
For sure.
Jehovah's, I can't change yesterday. Jehovah's, I can only change here and now. Because I have people, I have enough of the people. Them, give thanks for a new day. No, blood, give thanks for a new second. Because you're bright. you get bossy with the thing, The day not done yet. You understand me?
Give thanks for every second.
Give thanks for. What do you mean? Which day? You're not even sure if run out the day. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Absolutely, my brother.
Yeah. So me now, I see things simple. Life is a catchphrase. You say what you see, blood. Jehovah's, and I'm not here to be liked. I'm not here to be loved. I'm here to be respected, blood. Jehovah's, and who don't respect me can fold. It ain't an issue. I'm not gonna lose no sleep. I'm not gonna cry. Jehovah's, because that's just me.
That's how you grow, Bridget. That's ghettoology.
And people think maybe I'm too aggressive, but I'm not aggressive. I just I'm a realist.
Yeah,
I
think you're expressive and you're passionate, Bridget. That's why I wouldn't say aggressive.
Yeah, no.
But if we have to, firm up, we're not. As you said, we're not backing up. We're not shying from any stupidness. No. But to me, you're a very passionate youth, Bridget, and you're very expressive, and that's what I grew up in the black community in the ghetto. It was about passion, it was about expression, and that's why you become a sound man, innit? Because expressing yourself, and you put that energy into the mic and into the music, man.
I need to put it into something.
That's why I'm saying your story is very important, Bridget, because you channel it. This is what we're talking about, as you know. Every week on this show, we're talking about not true jammers. We're talking about do you want to come in, jammers? Do you want to say something? We talk about channeling our energy into something positive, and that's why I have creation on the show, because I know he didn't tell me the fullness, but I knew he had tough times growing up, and he's made something really good of himself. I love those stories, because when I'm reading Malcolm X's story, that's the story I'm essentially seeing. You understand? Malcolm X is talking the same way, very humble, but he's not taking no back talk though. He's not listening to no people talking foolishness or folding, as you said, King. So Malcolm X was the same, and we've got a lot of Malcolm X's in our community. But do you want to add on anything to what you've heard, Jammers? Or do you want to add anything for yourself, my brother?
I just wonder why you got me here, because I'm the opposite. I was a goody two shoes.
But maybe that's the beauty of it, because to me, you both
did all the homework. Mother and father.
Jammers, come out the studio. You're not from the ghetto.
I want to what am I doing there? Why am I here?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you're not from I thought you were from the ghetto. Out of the studio right now.
God, anyway. You two are too hard for me. No.
Listen. I'm what we call the in-betweener, because mine was nowhere close to my man's because my father wasn't there to brutalise me. I had a very loving mother. She did, like any parents from Africa or the Caribbean, they don't hug you and squeeze you and tell you they love you. But I was loved by my mum, and I know it. I don't have to argue. It's not arguments. My mum was a beautiful person, man. That's it. So I'm an in-betweener, Bridget, and I did sound, but I also went to university as well. You understand? Can go try to. So I'm in between you two. So go on, Jammers.
Yeah, well, it depends on your vision, really. It doesn't matter what position you're in, but as long as you can see the bigger picture, you know. If you come from a good place, you can see the bad. If you come from a bad place, you can see what's good. You know, so that's the beauty of life. But I just want to go back to what my man said at the start.
Go on, speak freely, bro.
Basically said, as a key thing, he said that you have to follow or listen or aspire for the people who live the life, not who live the lie. You know, so some people talk and there's no manifestation of what they're talking about.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying?
Talk the thing, King.
And these are the ones that's fooling the public, you know. So if there's no manifestation of the person you're listening to, then don't follow their lie, you know, because there should be a manifestation for anything.
Absolutely, my brother. Go on, talk.
The next thing is family. Inside the word family is familiar. The brain works on information and emotion. You see, so whatever you're familiar with in your family, that's what you start to identify with. You see what I'm saying? You know, so if you just got abuse around you, you know, then you're gonna identify with abuse. You know, if you've got good things around you, you're gonna identify with that. You see, and then also inside the word family is the word famine. You know what I mean? So if you're not getting anything out of your family, then it's like you're in a famine. You see, as what my man was saying. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So basically,
real talk, man. Real talk.
The next thing is, as you say, there's certain ways that you can deal with the difficulties, and sometimes you have to be like a rude boy or rough, but you have to face it. Sometimes you have to face what the situation you're in. But a lot of people, they're brought up on fear. You know, so if they're brought up on fear, they, as your my man was saying, they are hiding from the situation. But so sometimes it's only the realists see what's real. You know, because everything around here is built on fantasy. People get into a relationship on fantasy, and when they see the real or smell the BO, that's when they want to move away. So, you know, people are moving on fantasy. They're not moving on what's real. You know. So basically, that's it. And from my perspective, from our higher nature, Kemetic nature, we're creation, as you say. The only way you can be creation is if you can take death and create life. So basically, your basic. Yeah, your basic substance is food. You take a dead plant, or you take a dead animal, and you use that and create life. And our Kemetic principle is, if there's something bad, you're supposed to consume it and turn it into something good. That's the basic principle of ancient Kemet.
That's why I love you two here, because that's why I love you two here.
I love that statement there.
Because do you want to say something? Go on, creation.
Next time I come here, I go wear shoes. I will put on a shirt,
and a tie,
you know? And a bow tie.
This is the opposite of what I've had to deal with.
Yeah, that we are gonna do. Yeah, you be good listeners. Yeah, we put on the bows and the ties. You understand me? Yeah. No, because what he's saying is 1,000,000% correct. Jehovah's, but like Homer said, is because I've said, you know, we're saying the same thing just in a different way.
Absolutely.
Jehovah's, I'm just, I don't have, you know, I'm not saying that I don't have I have the overstanding, but my overstanding is just coming from a raw place, that's all. So,
Brethren, you know what, right, we've all got different backgrounds, basically, Brethren, but we're all here in the same place, sharing the vibe, my brother. You know what I mean, King? So to me, it's not about where you come from, it's about where you're going, basically, Brethren. And that's go on, Jammers.
As I say, all we're doing is talking from experience.
Absolutely,
experience creates who we are. This society makes you combative. You want to battle, and the way words are constructed, you start fighting over the definition of the word, rather than trying to put food, shelter, and schooling and educate, and elevate yourself. So, as I said, we're all the same. You know, we're not getting fooled by this language system. That just because you say something in a different twang, we have to fight you down to the twang.
Exactly.
So
it's ridiculous.
Let's build a house and food, then we can argue.
That's right, Brethren. Yeah. We love them talk there, Brethren. We love them talk, bro. You know, food, clothes, and shelter, man.
Well, you know, and that's the bare bones. Jehovah's.
That's right,
yeah, that is the bare bones of the thing. You understand my deal with now? I hear enough people. I've listened to some shows. But primarily I listen to your show, Minty. Yeah.
Thank you, my brother.
Because you see me, I'm a youth like this. Loyalty. Simple. Yeah, simple. I don't need to hear Jack and Jill. I want to hear what them have to say, because them don't make it for me. I listen Minty show. If me need upliftment, me listen Minty show.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
I don't need to go and freak and go and lick a next man's frequency, because I'm getting my food here, my belly full. You others. So a man can't full my belly like how Minty I go full my belly. You others.
Thank you, brother.
That's just what it is. I don't do this. I don't change my food because food change. You overs. I'm still gonna keep to what I know. You overs. Not to say that I'm not willing to learn. Don't get it twisted. It's not that what I'm saying. I just know me, and I know what's good for me.
Yeah, of course, Brethren. You must know your strengths and your weaknesses.
I can't vouch for Jammer.
For sure.
I can't vouch for it, but I know what's good for me.
For sure, Ken.
I know what I got full of me. You overs. So I believe that we're living in a nation now where people see I'm blind, hear and deaf, and I believe they make more complications than they need to, and that's just my honest opinion. Yeah, me or some people them going on. Now, a man tell me say, him call me, he's not a friend, he's an associate. Yeah, because my circle of trust is small. You hear me? Yeah?
For sure, my brother.
Right? And him say, oh, boy, my girl upset me. So I say, stick a pin. No, you upset yourself. Because you allow her to upset you. So you see where me I come from?
Yeah, from the discussion with the stuff that happened the other day, we know that, Brethren.
Don't tell me your girl upset you.
Yeah.
You allow her to upset you.
It's not what happens to you, but how you respond.
You overs.
Naturally, my brother.
So don't be phoning me, giving me a long story. Because, what? I care zero. Yeah? Yeah. No, big man team. You know, I care zero.
We have to get a grip of
you get a grip of who you are,
your things, man.
Man,
and to take responsibility, essentially, King. That's what you're saying. Simple.
Bottom line. Yeah. At the end of the day, if I've got people around me who's going to be getting me on that in that kind of environmentally mental state,
you absolutely can.
Yeah, losing the plot. I have to delete you. It's for the best. It's simple. I have to let you go, blood. You overs. I have to phone you and say, look, don't call me again. You're not good for me.
It's important to remove negative people out of your life, King. I always encourage people to do that.
You will go like a bat out of hell, blood, because I ain't into it. Jehovah's. Because hear what? My issue ain't friends. Jehovah's. Bun that. My issue is loyalty. That me work pan. That make me strive a morning. That make me wake up and phone Minty's loyalty. You understand me? I don't phone him because let me just see what Minty I do because I'm bored. I'm never bored. You understand me? I'm never bored. Jehovah's. Yeah? But I phone out of loyalty.
Respect that, bro.
I'm a Selassie. He's my father. I'm phone him out of loyalty.
Beautiful person, bro.
Spin doctor. I'm phone out of loyalty.
Beautiful brother.
You over?
Yeah. Mikey out of loyalty. Beautiful brother.
You over?
Yeah, man. You got good people around you.
Did you see what I try to say?
Definitely, man.
My circle of trust is very small.
Yes, I.
Jehovah's, right? Because I don't need to know Jack and Jill, Wendy, Susan, Michael, Jeff, Bun that. I mean, I have no room in my phone for that. You understand me? I deal with, yeah? So whoever I've got is loyalty. And that's how we work off. We work off loyalty points, blood. Jehovah's. You true to me, I'm true to you, blood. You understand?
And I think loyalty is very important, my brother.
Yeah, I don't want people around me where I have to take away their lunch money. I don't want them. I don't want them feeling.
Fair weather friends, brother.
You understand me? Yeah, man, so I need to then delete it. Jehovah's. But I believe our black community are living in some kind of limbo thing, and this is me speaking. Who like it, who don't like it, bite it. It's simple. I'm here speaking on the Minty show, you understand me, yeah? And I'm just expressing what I believe the situation is. We're holding on to past tense. So if you're holding on to the past, how could you go forward?
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah?
True,
so it's like you have a car and the car have gears, and the only gears it have is reverse. You're not going nowhere. You overs. Yeah? Appear back to the future thing you go. You understand me? I deal with. and you need to go forward and see what it is. Jehovah's, we need to overstand ourselves as an individual.
No, but you're saying the real thing, Bridget, that really what happens, just going back to Jammer's made a good point about what you're saying, Bridget. The past, is what's making people the way they are, but it's about using the negative past and creating a positive future.
Okay.
It's alchemist, as Jammers can confirm.
Yeah, because it isn't going to change.
It's not going to change.
It ain't going to change what happened.
The only thing that can change is you, basically.
Thank you. Jehovah's, it is never going to change. Never. Jehovah's, what happened has happened. Do you know what I'm saying? If you did broke your foot when you did 12, you did broke your foot when you're 12. You understand me? You can't deny that. Jehovah's, it's how you heal from the broke foot. You see me? You know. So I just believe our black people have a lot of I won't say growing up, that's the wrong word, but a lot of understanding for know what it is and what it isn't. Jehovah's. Now, sometimes for me, sometimes I put pen to paper and I put what it is and what it isn't, and whichever one comes out more is what the decision I go with. Simple like that. Jehovah's. You check where I'm going?
Yeah, man, of course, my brother.
Yeah? Right? When me back in the day, decide to go through certain things in life, I humbled myself because of my kids. But there's only so much of that you can take before, if you stay any longer, you will explode.
Of course, my brother.
You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
So, but I try defend that because they're mine. Jehovah's. Now, if I tell them something and they don't like it, it's just what it is. I ain't hurting my head, even though they're my kids and I love them. Do not get it twisted at any time.
Of course, my brother.
Jehovah's,
be respectful, man.
Right? Radical is radical. Real is real. The truth is the truth. Jehovah's. Now, if you can't handle the truth, that's fine by me. You contact me when you can handle the truth. You see where I'm coming from?
Naturally, bro. And
but
enough people can't deal with the truth.
But don't think I'm going to sleep and then tossing and turning because of something what I've said. Because you're very much mistaken.
Because it's just you're a straight shooter, bro. That's the reality, man. There's we're not trying to hurt you, but the truth has to be told at the end of the day.
Like I said,
that's the bottom line, King.
I'm here to be loved, I'm here to be respected. Jehovah's, respect what I'm saying.
But you know what it's like? What you reminded of, like how when we think about our parents, they used to do things. You go, oh, chum, I don't like that, man. But as you get older, you think, well, actually, that was the right thing that they said and did for me. So the respect turns into the love, thinking, you know what, you said and did the right things for me, and this is what I'm getting from you right now, bro. That we're saying the right things. You may not like it, but we're gonna say them in a way which is pretty straightforward, and eventually hopefully you'll get it, man. Hopefully you're gonna get it eventually. Whether you like it or you don't, it doesn't matter. We're just here to tell you the truth, the facts, man. Reality.
The question is, I listen to your show, and you have some serious topics and you got some serious people on there, like the jammers and
definitely.
Right?
Like yourself now.
And we listen and we take it in. Yours, yeah? I put in my headphone them, I'ma listen to the show intensely, And I don't phone in, but I will send a little text. Yeah, all right.
That's right, my brother.
Big tune, big talk, whatever. Yeah? Now, black people, it's just one question. What you want? I don't
That's
see.
the simplicity of a king.
You see, because sometimes I listen and I get frustrated because I'm like, we are go round. You understand me? We just drive around in circle like your car full of petrol and you're nice. You just drive anywhere. What you want? Because what you want, you can do.
Of course, my brother. Of course.
You see me?
You said something good, Bridget, and interesting actually, which got me thinking. And it was about Minty. We're playing these songs like, what is it? The many rivers to cross, and better's gonna come one day, and soon come, and my time will come. And I'm thinking, we want. What about right now, man?
No, soon forward. You're born soon forward. From all 78, them I play them tune soon forward. Wait, what kind of soon you talking about? You want people drop out and you're talking about soon forward?
And he's just singing it for 20 years and not the forward yet.
So music as a funny thing, right? Music's a funny thing because, okay, they sung about their time, but their time is still our time. You overs, yeah. 20 and 30 years later, it's still our time.
It's the same tune that I play. Yeah,
some
man.
tune I play for 45 years now, right? Because me sure so soon forward. Yeah, Gregory, can have them tune I play from our 70s.
Since the 70s.
You understand me? Since a good 40 odd years now, I push it. You understand me?
It's
and
old,
man. No more, and I'm still a push it. So soon forward for what? You understand me? And you know, tune better must come. When? When? Stop talk. When? You over?
And this is what we're talking about, brethren.
So, when you, so like, you know, you hear an artist and him come out with a tune and him talk and him come on stage and him say, yo, big up me ghetto youth, them man, peace and love, and me hate to see me ghetto youth, them a suffer and all these things, yeah? Now, you just get a big paycheck. Yeah, you just get a big paycheck for say that, you know, bro. Yeah, so you know, break off food and come get the ghetto youth then for the same ghetto youth that you love. You overs,
of course.
Don't play it. That's why Mr. Television and certain music confuse the whole thing. I make people believe they can fly and they got no wings.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Jehovah's, and that's absolutely. The bare bones of it, you know. Absolutely. Man out the road believes him can fly, you know. You understand me? Him just about come out and happy, you know, and believes him can fly, you know. Jehovah's. So what's that about then? Just you see where I'm coming from, me? Yeah, that don't make no sense to me. You understand me? I deal with. And then people I watch television and I take it literally. Jehovah's. People are getting paid to do a job. Jehovah's. You know? People now, like if you might call certain people in between a certain time because them I watch EastEnders and I watch Hemmerdale and I watch all them show there. So them not talk to you. You understand me?
True.
Them not talk to you in that time there.
It's blocked out.
Because you're caught up in a zone.
That's right, bro.
You overs. To an extent, you know, well, them probably are feel it, you know. Because you have to be feeling it to watch it.
Of course, no, of course, man. You love it. It's part of you, man. It's part of it, bro.
But these people are getting paid to do a job.
That's right.
You overs, yeah.
Whilst you're watching them, they're making money.
Ah, right. You overs, right? So this is where I say, do or die. What is it you want? Go for what you want.
Absolutely, my brother.
The second is not promised to nobody. So do what you want.
Absolutely, brother. Yeah? Absolutely.
Right? Like Mr. Twaman all the time, there's such thing called a righteous kill, you know. You overs.
Righteous kill.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's such thing as a righteous kill. Back in the day, there was enough righteous kill. You understand me? I deal with, yeah? Right? There was righteous kill. Yeah? And right about now, if is that what you want to do, own it. You see me? Because even, I mean, I don't believe in religion, but here one know, if I have to use that word, the religion, but I don't check for it. Even badness is a religion. You understand me? I deal with it, yeah? Even the badness is a religion. You understand me? I deal with it. So, Jama, talk to them.
Yeah, just bouncing off what you said about religion, that's a big thing, because basically a lot of people talk about God, heaven and hell, and they don't want to go to hell, but they're always in that held state. Yeah, religion means to hold you back, so you're held, as you said, you're always held. And basically, as you said, as a creator, you're supposed to consume the death and turn it into life. So if you had a problem in the past, you're supposed to analyze it and move forward. You see, so basically, but this society teach you to go back, as you were saying, you keep going back. And there's two type of animal. You have the tame animal, and this is conscious show. So the tame animal is only conscious of how to keep himself tame. And you have the wild animal. The wild animal is the conscious animal, because to be a wild animal, you have to survive on yourself. You have to be mentally alert all the time. Two types, the tame or the wild. And sometimes people like creation are forced to be the wild animal, and the tame animal is looking at the wild animal like there's something wrong with him. But if you look at the word tame, it says me tar. So you will take everything that's put on you because you're tame. And that, if you're tame, you're always in the held state. You know, and then there's the next thing as well is, as creation was saying as well, you have to set your own standards. You have to set your own way. But you watch the TV set and you let people make you upset. So that means and when they're setting you, you're back in a held state what somebody else has put on you. you can't let someone else tell you about yourself because it's only opinion. They're not an expert on you. You know, and that's the key. Someone would say something to you and you take it on board. But are they an expert? Are they a trained psychologist? Do they really know you? So this is what we have to start breaking out of this and become a bit more wild.
I agree totally. Well said. Because, you know, the TM and the wild, you know, you just got to know which one you are and go for that, you know. But I think the moral of the story is to stay in your lane. You know, because you have enough people out there, you know, who I drive fast, can't maintain it. So stay in your lane. You know, if it's rice and beans or rice and beans, you know, you make a little money now and you want to eat caviar. Stay in your lane. It doesn't agree with you, Jehovah's. But you know, for me, life is simple. Do or die. That's just the moral of the story. I'm sorry to say.
I agree with that.
It is do or die.
Let me just give out the number, yeah. So you're in tune to Ras Minty's Rise to the Occasion show. We've got two special guests, the man called Creation and the one called DS Jammers, and we're discussing life. Hopefully we can touch on fatherhood, and we're going to talk about the Panthers, the Black Panther movie, subliminal messaging in the Panther movies. So if you want to ring and ask Creation or Jammers a question, the number is 07539 602 999. 07539 602. I agree with that holistically. There's nothing else. Go on, Jammers. Yeah, there's nothing else. Whenever you're ready to talk, Jammers, you know this. Yeah, because there's someone out there coming in, bro. But yeah, no, just a little touch, bro. Yeah, man, that's it. Just leave it like so. Yeah, so the do or die philosophy. No, go on. Don't worry about it. Listen, let's talk, and it might come back. Let's talk about fatherhood. Yeah, because Creation touched on how he was raised. I've told you I didn't have my daddy there, man. You, Jammers, I mean, I know you're a father. We're all fathers here, first of all, so we've all got youths.
Yeah, well, I said through what happened to us, you know, we haven't got, as Creation was saying, we haven't got the powers to pass on. Some of the people that, you know, we're caught up in a situation, we meet someone in a dance or whatever, and next thing we brought children in the world, and we're clueless ourselves how to pass on any essence of what we're supposed to do. You know, and it's true living in this illusion. That's what I wanted to say now.
Go on.
It's basically,
I knew it would come back to you, man.
The wild animal is conscious of reality. The tame animal is conscious of the fantasy, and that's the big difference between the truth, what's real, and the illusion. You know, and that's what everybody, you know, who's listening to certain music, what the artists are getting paid for, you know, they're caught up in the big yard, the money, you know, trying to get a contract, you know, and contract means when you counteract yourself, contract, that means you're acting against yourself for money. You sell out your own people for money, you know, and if you look at most of the artists, it's just madness that they're talking about. Actually, the word album means white, you know. So basically, they find the most influential black character who can influence the massive, then they'll get him to sign a contract to work for them. Because once they've got one of us, you've got another 100 trying to be that one, and then we're kept under that illusion, you know. So.
And it goes on and it goes on and it goes on and it goes on. Yours, and nobody's willing, or nobody, even though people know and understand it, they don't want to break that cycle.
This is what we're talking about,
and that's
bro.
where the issue lies.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they just, as far as they're concerned, I get peer. Yeah. Now, even though that's the moral of the story, but it's how you get paid. Do you get paid in blood? Do you get paid by sacrification? Do you get yours? So how you getting paid? Yours, because that contract, yeah, is you're signing a death warrant.
Definitely.
Yours, yeah, especially in them big artists there, they're signing a death contract. Yours, yeah. Michael Jackson, the all of them, them all they sign a death contract. Yours, yeah, that's why them get eradicated, because your job was done. Yours,
Michael Jackson especially.
Well, do you know something, Jacko? People say, yeah, Jacko was wacko, but you know what? him sing some good song, yeah.
Yeah,
But,
and he was very talented.
and he was
to be
very
fair,
talented,
man.
yeah. But you know, talking to a monkey is another story. You know, you hear me?
Well,
Yeah, right. But
you know what he said. He said that did that for hype. You know, like in the bubble of when he was in the thing. But could he be that mad? But be that much of a genius?
I just want
go on, Jammers. Go on.
I want people to check out his record. You want to be starting something.
Yeah, man.
You really check that what he's
I've
singing
listened
in
to
that.
it, bro. It's a
He's
great
saying
song.
they hate you. You know, you want to be so they hate you. You know what I mean? Because you're a vegetable. So inside the songs he's singing, you want to check
he's
what
got
he's
some
really
deep songs.
saying. You know. You know. Yeah.
Absolutely. The Aid song,
Got some genius level to function at that level. You know,
No,
do them
definitely.
kind of moves that he's doing. There's some genius level.
The Aid song, bro.
people are hearing him, but they're not hearing.
They're not him because you have to put the message out. If you're at that level, you have to put it in a certain way that the man who's paying your wage don't even catch on what's going down.
But let me just say though, the Earth song, if you listen to that, he says a line, "Do me, sue me," because he was having problems with them, because he was. But it doesn't matter if you're black or white. He was saying when they started dissing him, he wrote the Earth song, "Do me, sue me." He says it when he's the screaming bit, so you can't really hear it. But if you listen keenly, you can hear it. "Man in the Mirror" is a classic song. Let's get it right. It's an absolutely brilliant song. If you want to change, you got to look at the Man in the Mirror, as we were saying before, and I got to be starting something. I love that tune because the lyrics. As a black man,
check the
as
lyrics
a
in
black
that.
woman, you've got to be starting something, man.
But you hear what he's saying? They hate you. They hate in that song. You say they hate you. You know, you're like a vegetable.
Which song is that?
You
King?
want to be starting something.
Yeah, man,
look at the
really
lyrics.
wicked
Look at
song,
the
man,
lyrics in
wicked
that
song.
song.
He's got another song on Off the Wall, which is really, really good, man. The lyric, the title of it is talking about being creative. Do something, he's saying, man.
Well, I just want to
be aware.
I
Go
just
on,
want to
brother.
jump from Michael
Go on,
Jackson
King.
to nowadays artist mumble rap.
Mumble rap.
Mumble rap.
I don't know. Is that an art? Hold on. Am I sure this, you know? Is this an artist, my brother? Or
That's the style, man. That's the style of. You're on it.
I don't know. I'm just.
That's the hit. That's the hit there.
With that on it, man. With that on it. Go on, bro. Go on.
I'm just saying the level that's changed now, you know. Because if you're criticizing Michael Jackson, you obviously what these artists are doing now. They got tattoo over their eye, their leg, their nose, all, you know.
Well, doesn't one artist, Tommy Lee, didn't he get blind or something, Bridget? He tried to tattoo his eye and he mashed up his eye. And he mashed up his eye, must be blind or some damage, serious damage, man.
Madness that's going
It's
on.
crazy, man. I mean, I don't get it, man.
You see, the problem is as well now. I call it a problem because a problem can't fix.
Can fix.
No, to me a problem can't fix.
Okay,
Can't
go
fix,
on, bro.
no time.
Explain.
Where the reggae thing concerned, we take it too far. You others, yeah? We say rice and peas. Them say rice and peas and gravy and steak and lobster and them the throw on things what don't need to be thrown on. This is the issue we have. Yo, we take it too far. You know, we have a style. Fine. We take it too far. You others. Yeah? So if you're not even showing that as in even clothing, then how then are you gonna have any identity then? Because how you dress is your order of your day. Your overs. So it's just as important as what comes out of your mouth is your appearance. Your overs.
It's very important, man.
You know, so
They say first impressions, or
well, and I make that right. You understand me? Because like I say, we take it too far and we degrade ourselves. You know, I mean, I know that you've hit them topics about bleaching and all them things, so I'm not getting deep in that. But here, what? Really?
that's a degradation, bro.
Overs,
Come on,
yeah?
let's
Really?
talk the thing.
I mean,
real talk, man.
Big man thing. It's gone from the days of Imac, you know, blood. You understand me? I deal with, yeah? We're not talking Imac, you know, blood. Yeah. You understand me?
Where your skin shine.
Yeah. We're not talking
about
Imac.
changing your colour.
Yeah. Because Imac, even though it was to take away your hair, it would make you lighter. We're not talking about Imac, you know.
You never know.
Yeah. But we're talking about bleach. We have to bleach pan yourself and wrap up yourself. And the man them is saying, yeah, the woman them. And they must say that the woman them look the part. You check. Nah, bun that.
Yeah.
Bun that, family. You understand what I do with?
No, we don't accept the bleaching thing in any way, shape, or form, my brother. We totally reject it. We put a fight. It's one of them for me there. We got the man called Mark Walcott in the studio, you know, with his bro, with his beautiful wife. And he's giving goodies away, so I mean,
we're giving goodies away to the big man.
See.
Said to leave it in the corner.
the accent's so infectious that Mark's a Scouser now. His name's Mark Scott.
Liverpool.
we do pronounce the V's there. It's not a Cockney version.
Say walk.
Walk, you know.
See, Mark, I mash up the show now, you know. What? No one talks like that, Mark. We had to about it now. You say,
well, even John Lennon.
John, see, the Liverpool accent has changed over the years. From the, I say what?
What?
Okay, but if you listen to John Lennon, to what you'd say, Wayne Rooney, or even Stephen Gerrard, Jamie Carragher, they were very much mellow.
You know what?
Because okay.
You know what? You see what you just said?
Yeah.
You see when you just said Rooney? Let me tell you, Rooney's mother was born in St. Kitts.
Seriously?
Let me just give you some stripes. What's wrong with you? Yeah, she born at St. Kitts, man.
Well, a white woman born in St. Kitts, you mean?
Yeah.
She come from a rich family?
I believe her father was there working, you know, when she was born.
Oh, seen. Maybe not rich, they were just workers, basically. Irish immigrants.
But she born there, so.
Irish immigrants. Because a lot of Irish people in the Caribbean, ain't they, bro?
We have
of course.
That's called Irish Road.
Of course, man, of course.
So we call it Irish Road.
And Rooney is an Irish name, man.
Yeah.
Enough of the Liverpool football players have got Irish names.
Yeah, but
big
his mother have a house on the hill.
Oh, see, it's what? I never know that, man.
Just give you some stats.
Well, that's interesting, man. I never know that. Not that I care about Wayne Rooney generally, but it's interesting to know.
But since you're on the football thing, Marcus Rashford is my second cousin.
Wow. And I love that. Don't get me wrong, I'm a Liverpool fan and we can't stand Man U, but he's a wicked player though.
Yeah, but we beat you good still.
He's a very good player. He's a brilliant player, man.
He's coming into his own. He gave you two, innit? When we played you the other day,
I'm about to take you out the studio, you know, Bridget, man, for good.
Is it that time already? Alright, easy Liverpoolian.
You can't talk that talk here, you lost that.
Yeah, buddy.
Liverpoolian.
Yeah.
Well, no, Mark Rashford's a brilliant player, Bridget. That speed he's got and the way he just dusts everybody out. I just think
he's learning.
He's the new talent for the English future in football.
Yeah.
And he's a very good player. He's young. He's in a club he loves. He's in his hometown. That's the greatest dream, Bridget.
Yeah.
I can tell you a little secret. I was actually signed to Liverpool schoolboys. I was the second black player signed up there. Howard Gale was the first. You must remember Howard Gale. He played the 1978 European semi-cup final. He was a brilliant player. Just he was in the time when there was actually a brilliant team, so it was hard for him. But he did get a few games, but he was a great. I was, of course, man.
Ooh.
Anyone who knows me knows I was signed. Koku was in the. We used to play together in the same team.
There's
man.
more to Minty.
Yeah, man. Actually, a few teams wanted to sign me, but my mum was not into it, man. But love, don't respect my mum. I'm happy she didn't because I'm here. So
see,
yeah,
you
would
have been doing this.
I would have been. You would have been doing commentating.
You would have been doing this now from your mansion.
I probably would have been with a white woman or like the rest of them, man. I'm just talking the truth, man. I was young, we would have got caught up in that lifestyle.
You got caught up with Susan.
Yeah, man. So I'm glad I'm not there, man. I'm glad I'm not there, man.
And I have a daughter called Millie.
It's something like that. I don't know, man. Just some. Yeah, man. Amy, I was a girl called Amy. No, not for me. That's why I'm glad my mum did what she did, man. I'm happy. I'm not sad, man, at all. It is what it is. Wendy, stop it. Yeah. Stop it, man. Stop it, man. I've a girl called Millicent. No. Give thanks that never happened, man. I'm glad it didn't happen, man. Doesn't matter. because the greatest thing in life is happiness. How many times have you seen them footballers? Lennon has lost his mind, hasn't he? Enough of them, you go, yeah, but he
lost it for a while.
enough of them have got no money, a broke pocket, because they don't know themselves. So who knows what drugs? Half of them don't know themselves. And I didn't know myself them times, man. Go on, bro.
Vince Hilaire in the papers today, I think, about he became depressed, the amount of abuse that he had as a player. Okay. But I want to go back to the skin bleach.
Go and talk the thing, my brother.
If you're in a skin bleach, plastic chest, or credit card chest, really you're competing in how much you dislike yourself. Because
that's what it is, bro.
You're putting an app over your parents. Because your parents is who you really look like, is your bloodline, is where you come from, your real essence of your royalty, But if you're putting an app over your parents, that shows you dislike who you are or where you come from. So everybody's competing to show I dislike myself better than you dislike yourself. So that's basically what all this skin bleaching. And if you look at the word clove, in the word clove, you see what you loathe, you see what you dislike. That's why they originally put these clothes on, because they dislike what they are. You see, basically, so we're following the person who dislikes who they are. They're repelled by sunlight. Repel backwards is leper. So basically, if you dislike your nature, you're going to do everything you can to alter your nature. And we're following the person who dislikes themselves. So. And the first thing is know yourself. If you don't know yourself, then you're gonna try and follow somebody else who you don't know. And then you can't grow. You reap what you sow. You're gonna end up low. Your brain's gonna move slow. You're gonna go no. So basically, you have to start to be free. You have to be a wild animal. You have to come up against the competitor. You have to rise up against the person who's trying to put you down. And as you say, we keep going around in a circle, keep going around, It's like we're still watching a black and white TV, because they did what they had to do in their times, the Marcus Garvey, the Malcolm X, they did, but we keep going back at them, looking at them, but what are we doing for ourselves? We should be doing even better. As you say, it's like you're looking at your parent, but you're still under your parent. You ain't trying to strive to do your own thing,
And we just need to put a stop to it once and for all, because this going around in a circle thing don't suit or helps anybody. You're just aging, stressing, getting sick, because you're so caught up in past tense that's actually making you sick.
Absolutely, Bridget.
Making you angry.
You're absolutely right,
Jovers. Yeah, and I believe you can, like Minty says and Jammer says, you can be angry and put it in a positive light. Now, we can sit here all day and say, yeah, white people this, white people that. That's long. That's just long. Jovers, for me, that long. Yeah. Because we ain't a white man player, so let's just allow that. That's just the bottom line. You understand me? Yeah, because here me. If man I like it, I go in. Simple. If I don't like it, and I don't like what's being dealt, I'm leaving.
Simple things, my brother.
Simple things.
But that's why
I'm going to do all the hustling I can do, get my money together, and I'm out of here. Jovers, we don't have to stay here. Yeah? We don't reach to that form of prison yet, where we can't leave the country. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So why then we still have that powers where we can move up and down, bag your things, you don't like what's being said or being done, and move up. Don't be still staying here and moaning. But them days they're done. I don't see the issue in moaning over something where you have no powers over. Jovers, you don't know what they're giving us. Food, deadly toxins in the air. They're doing it all. But hear what? We still here. So hear what I'm saying. We don't like it. Shut up. No disrespect, my peoples. Do one.
Straight talk, my brother.
And I just want people to look at the facts, because people like to look at the facts like it's something set. The facts is not something set. Look at the word fact. Inside the word fact, you see the word act. fact in Latin means to make something. So basically you can make your own facts. That's why it's called a factory, where things is getting made. So basically you can make facts that you are now successful, you are the now supreme being. Anything you do, you can do it. You can make it a fact tomorrow that you don't smoke no more, because anything that you make becomes a fact. Look at the word
Real
fact.
talk,
In Latin it means something that you make, not something that someone give you and tell you have to do what they say.
Beautiful. And you know,
Big talk.
I love them.
I like
talk
how
there,
you
man.
put that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Big talk, man. Definitely.
Yeah. You want to? I need to buy your book. Yeah, hear what, ladies and
You talk,
gentlemen,
man.
him have a book, eh? Tell them about the book.
Hold on.
We like the brother, you have to bring it back more, you know.
Then I have to go on and talk about the book, man, because after the book, this is the sponsorship anyway. So talk about the book. Go on, talk about.
Yeah, well, basically, I've got a book breaking down exactly what I said. Is we've been conned. We've all been conned. Is it strange that they all go to grammar school to learn grammar? We go to comprehension school to comprehend what we've been told.
Real talk, man. Real talk, my brother.
You know, so
We go to state school because they want us to have a state of mind, a particular state of mind.
that's it. Well, they want us to
Being in a particular
understand who's standing over us, basically. So basically, what it is, we call a minority not because of the numbers, but we've been told to speak like children. You'll find that out when you go to see someone in a uniform, that the words that have been using for all the 20, 30 years don't work. And you have to get a guardian, call a lawyer to speak for you when you're supposed to have learned this language. So basically, what I'm saying, I've got a book that breaks down what this language really is. We're really speaking Latin, we're really speaking Greek, we're really speaking German, French,
Dutch.
but it all comes from us anyway. Twisted from us, because they don't create. Like this man create, they don't create nothing.
That's right.
So when you look at the A, you turn it upside down, you see it's the ox's head, because it comes from us, ancient Kemet. It had a proper meaning. It didn't.
Sure
If you create the language, you must know what A mean. If you say alpha, what does alpha mean? If you say first, how is it first? So that proves they don't know nothing about the language. They've taken our things, turned it the other way around, and they're giving us our own thing. We don't even realize it's our own thing.
It's true. Talk about your book, Jammers.
Oh yeah. So basically the book's called I thought I was.
Follow the man's lead. What the man has said. If they talk about the book, the man talk about the book.
So basically it's called etymology, the roots of words. So it breaks down the origin of every letter in the alphabet, where it comes from, the real meaning of the words, and how you can use it to become more productive, because there's a science behind the letter. It's not just a letter. As I was saying, the A comes from the ox. The ox means your spirit. The A also comes from the vulture. The vulture is creation, because what does a vulture do? It takes the food just before it rots and turns it into nutrition.
That's
so
right,
the vulture also signifies fly, your air. So basically when you breathe air, that you're actually a creator yourself, because you're throwing out the carbon dioxide and you're taking in the oxygen. You eat the dead plant, you eat the dead animal, and you create life.
Absolutely.
So your breathing is showing you can create your own nature and create your own spirit. That's just the letter A. You see, so basically there's a higher science behind this, and we have to become wild animals once again. So yeah, etymology, the roots of word. If you like a copy of the book, you can book your copy by contacting me on 07497 069702. Put your name and Minty, and you'll get your discount. Once again, etymology, the roots of word. You can also order your copy from www.mastermindintelligencecenter.com, which is our business name. So we're going to show you how to master your mind and become intelligent in your own center of your own self. So once again, www.mastermindintelligencecenter.com, or simply just contact me on 07497 069702. And you can get your copy.
Okay.
Quoting Minty.
Give thanks, man. Give thanks. We're going to just take a quick break, pick up the sponsor. Hold tight. Yes, I. We're back again. This is Ras Minty. This is the Rise to the Occasion show on Conscious Radio, going all over the world. Today we've got two beautiful guests, my two brethren. One is the man called Creation, giving us the raw talk, and then we've got our usual friends of this my show, certainly, the S Jammers, who's on regular, and we're talking about we talk about fatherhood and growing up and the different things, and it's just a great conversation. And we're also talking about, we're going to be talking about Black Panther now and the movie. I just want to read out a few texts. Big up Empress Lee. Empress Lee says, brilliant show and presenters Minty. Thank you for sharing the knowledge. Thank you, Empress Lee. I want to big up Posey as well. Posey says, locked in and coming through loud and clear. Great show, Ras Minty. Enough respect, Posey, and thank you for your text. What else? Let me see what else is there. Yeah, this is from 139. 139 says, fantastic show. Big up Creation for his rawality, and big up Jammers for his wordsmithology. Great show. Thank you very much, 139. We're doing our best. If you want to call in or text in, then the number is, I'm going to get you the number now, it's 07539 602 999. 07539 602 999. So, we've had a great conversation so far with the two brilliant guests, man. I'm so happy they both came at the same time. We were speaking about life, like growing up, turning good, negative into positive, bad into good, alchemy. That's where the name chemic comes from alchemet, alchemy. We are chemists, we are alchemists, and we can change our lives from negative to positive. These are two beautiful brethren who are examples of that, who had tough times and have changed it into something positive. The same thing can happen in your life. That's why their story is a reflection of what can happen to you. So always have the confidence in yourself, never give up, always believe in yourself that you can achieve. These brothers are examples. That's why I love doing this show, because there's always hope, there's always a better way, there's always a better way. And as my brethren says, as Creation says, do or die. Go for what you want. Have confidence in yourself, and most of all, recognize that you deserve to have it. It's so important to know that. So the songs I played, Yogi, it reminded me of something my brother Creation said. What happened then is then, it's now we I deal with. That was then, this is now. I'm older and smarter. Then that's exactly the story of your life. That's why I played the tune. You understand? That's Yogi. That's actually Beres Hammond's nephew. So that's a brilliant song. I love that song. The second song I played was by Dee Ellington. Now, Dee Ellington's a sister from London. Really fat, beautiful sister. Fabulous singer, man. And actually, I met her years ago when I first come to London, so I haven't seen her for a long time, but she had these songs on these albums from Jetstar, Jetstar mix CD. So she's a very talented singer, as you can hear. And it was called Rise to Feel the Thrill. It means rise to the occasion, man. That way I deal with, So big up Dee Ellington every time. Beautiful sister, very talented, man, and just a really beautiful spirit. And the last one, Ernest Wilson, I Know Myself, because this is the vibe we're getting from this, man. We're talking about knowing ourselves as black people, man. And again, I'm waxing lyrical because I know these brothers, and I just love the way they've risen. And they've got to know themselves and have manifested something beautiful individually for themselves. So I honour you both, man. Honestly, man, I love... You should be paying me. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, you do. I say I honour you. I honour both of you. And I'm saying that you're a beautiful example of rising from the bottom to the top, from dust to gold, man, from metal to gold. So just keep on doing what you're doing, my brothers, man, because you're going to inspire people. That's why you're here. You're coming back. Well, he forces his way in here, Jammers. You're always welcome, that Creation, man. So, you're going to be coming again and talking the thing, man. Every time. So, Jammers, you want to say something?
Yeah, just briefly say, what happened to me is that it's like energy was coming to me. I didn't get this information from books or studying university. It's like it's like a download of electricity and energy. But it was so much that sometimes I couldn't take it all in. And it's a good thing that I had a sister around me, who was wise. She had to slap slapped madness out of me because it was like even going off. I was walking down the street and just seeing names and everything, you know. And even when I went in W.H. Smith's, it's like the books was like talking to me, because when you're a child, imagine your child going in W.H. Smith's, really check the books and check the images on the books. You're saying hate, murder, kill, you know. So this is the images that our youths are getting. So any wonder what they're doing now to each other?
Brethren, I feel you, because I've heard a man who's, when you're saying you get this information and you don't, what the hell's going on? He was saying that he was, and this is why he said, I loved it, he said, I heard colours and saw sounds. That's deep, that right there. And that's what I'm thinking when I see you. You just go on, bro. Go on, make him talk. Go on, man. I guess when man's eager to talk, you have to make him talk. Go on, talk, my brother.
I must say, yeah. When I say of late, because that is probably the wrong statement, but okay, the full moon set, yeah. When the full moon start doing thing, right? I don't sleep. I get energy, so I'm up till like 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. So when the moon start, not say I'm gonna come rise, I have to sleep early because I will not be able to sleep at night. Right. Now, my mother was a seer,
like a magi, could see spiritual things basically.
Yeah.
Was in the spiritual realm.
I'm a seer. Protocol, as rough as you see me see. I'll tell you how deep it get. You have a DJ upon your station, Mikey G, man. Big Mikey G, man. Monday 8 till 10.
Yeah, man. Big up
Stress-free Mondays.
Big up
Big
Mikey
sure.
G. Big up Mikey G.
Yeah? Well, hear what? Mikey call me witch. Yeah,
that is not a bad thing.
No, but
that is not a bad thing.
But I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But me, I say, when I say, yo, witch, well, God, you know, hear me? Because I shed some light on some things, right? Without him telling me anything.
See.
And then coming off the phone within minutes, him call me back and say, witch, because him get a phone call with the same vibration and it revealed. Like, I speak to my cousin back home yesterday. Was it yesterday morning or this morning? And them a reason with me. I'm say everything good. Them say yeah. I'm say alright. Safe travel. I'm say careful how you drive. This is just a conversation, but me say it more than once. So me get a text back an hour later, say the brakes fail upon her.
Oh, wow.
You overs, but through that them dead day in the city, it wasn't too bad, but the brakes failed.
Gosh.
But that's only just one instant. When I say to you, my energy turn up, me nah brag. I'm gonna boast the thing, yeah?
It is what it is, my brother. It
because
is what it
I'm not looking no forward, but my thing turn up.
You're not a witch, you're a wizard, but the wizard is just a wise art. The word wise, wisdom, clear use of the mind, brethren. That's what it is.
I won't mention the artist's name, but one of them time that I cut some dub and I contact a certain artist and I say XYZ and him say, yeah, not a problem, we link. And me see him, I meet him and I give him my money and I say, do this, do that. And him say, alright. And I say, just call me when it done. I'll be at this address. He done the tunes and he called me. I come out, I run into him car and the frequency was not normal. Yeah? This artist, which I won't mention, had so much spirits on him. It was untrue to the extent that I vomited.
Damn. Wow.
Jehovah.
Now we're talking about spirit, negative spirit we're talking now.
And I could not wait to get out of the car. I get digi.
Right.
I get digi. Wait. When the window, yo, why not the window? That's how deep the thing gets.
Man.
Jehovah's. Right? So there's a sister who I know, which I won't mention no names again, and I dream her, and I dream says she have a spirit pan her. So I call her and I tell her. Then she says, okay. She goes, okay, because you see all that, talking it off. Then 2 days later, she called me and said, oh, sorry for being kind of abrupt, but I know what you're saying because I was told by a reader that I have a spirit and this person put a spirit on me. How did you know? You know, them kind of thing there. And this was like a couple of weeks ago. So when me tell you the thing turn up, me not dream for joke dream. You understand me, David? When my youth did they in a trouble, I home. I wake up the morning and know say one of my youth them they in a trouble. Me not even call back home, me just book a ticket and fly, cause me know somebody in a trouble, For realize that my youth they in a wranglings. You overs, life and death wranglings. You over, so it comes to you when you need it for come to you, but the frequency. So the frequency there, it's raw. You overs. I'm in tune to myself.
Very important.
Yeah,
very
not we self, not us self. Yeah, but that I'm in tune to myself.
Know thyself.
So I know me. Yeah,
very important.
Right.
Thing.
So if a next man don't know himself, I feel sorry for you, blood. You understand me? Yeah. Because if you reach a certain age right now and you still lost in the wilderness, blood. Yeah. And you're doing this Moses thing, blood. I feel sorry for you, blood. You understand me? Yeah. Real talk, big man thing. If you're doing the Moses thing, you don't even want to hear my language for that. Yeah. Because I ain't dressing it up. You understand me, David? Yeah. Right? If you're doing the Moses thing, my people, I feel sorry for Uno. Yeah? Right? At the end of the day, simple. Do or die, know yourself. Simple thing. Stop beg out the thing. Stop make excuse for the thing. Stop telling you it's rice and it's peas. Stop do all them stupidness. It is what it is. Get real about the thing. You understand me, David?
Real talk, my brother.
Yeah? And if you don't like what's happening here, raise your money, go do your hustle and come out to Dodge. Done. Don't moan over something you're still living in it. That don't make no sense. This are the issue what we have. People love moan and love talk up the thing. Boy, man, like how Babylon are going with bun that. Yeah, bun scissors, bun comb, bun walla. Yeah? Man, yo, bad man thing. Raise on the money, hustle, make on a skrilla, and come out here. Simple thing. You don't have to be here to take it. Go home and take it, and take your crap from your own people. Don't take it from strangers. But you choose to take it from the strangers. That's your choice. Why, me have kids, and me have this and me have that. Bun that. Take them with you. You understand me? Yeah? Simple as that.
Because and it's funny because a man was telling me the same thing today, that why are you moaning here? If I'm gonna moan, I'm gonna be somewhere warm at least. At home, moan at home and be around your own people at least. In fact, forget the moaning, just do something for yourself, man. It's just like if wifey cook your food and you never rate the food, you moan. Okay, here what? Get off your ass, go into your kitchen and cook your food. That's right, brother. Then you don't have to moan. That's right. Simple things. Do you see where I'm coming from? Simple things, Ken. Yeah? Simple. You're sitting there on your fat ass and make up some big speech. Yo, man, I love what this. Bun that, get off your cunt and go and go look but sorry for the French, my peoples, eh? Listen, I get in, you know. I come in like a old fridge and I'm going to take time for warm down. Yeah? Right? So if I said to you, sorry for the French. All right, okay. Yeah? I know that was intended, but I getting so frustrated that we moan over trivial things. Moan over something what is conducive to your needs. Moaning about society is not conducive. Moaning about Jack and Jill and the white man round the corner is not conducive to your needs. That's right. How much energy you giving them? How much of your time you're giving them? Why white man this, white man that, white people this, yo, mixed race people that, oh, this person that, that. You're giving them so much energy and they're doing what they're doing, leaving you
in the wilderness. So now you're doing the Moses because you lost. Yeah? You lost. Yeah. So here what? You need to burn out the Moses scenario. You understand me? Get real about the thing. Yeah? Stand up, be counted. If you don't like it, change it. Simple. Do that, or die.
Simple things, man.
Yeah, I'd just like to add to that. It's basically, you wake up in the morning, you read the newspaper about somebody else's problem. Then you put it on the TV or you watch it, look at the computer, somebody else's problem. And that same newspaper, you dash it away at the end of the day, and you pick up a next one the next day. So you're focusing on things that you can't do nothing about. You know, the thing you're supposed to focus is your food on the table.
That's right, man. That's right, my brother.
You know.
I think that there's a saying, and the Creation said reminded me of that. If you have a problem and you can do something about it, then you shouldn't be complaining if you can do something about it. Just solve the problem and that's it. If you have a problem and it's out of your control, don't complain about it because it's out of your control. There's nothing you can do about it, so stop complaining, man.
And I'd just like to add to that. We know so much about other people's problem and this and that moaning, but you don't even know how your brain works. You know? I'll leave it at that, you know? Well, can't even pick up some information to find out how to utilize your brain.
Well, I like what my man is saying, what you're both saying, but specifically the focus on just get on and do it, man. That's always been my philosophy. In fact, I've got a song that I produced back in 2002 called Actions Louder Than Words. Let your words be seen. Let your works be seen instead of your words then be heard. Let your works be your words, basically. We don't have time for the situation our people are in is very serious. We don't have time for all this, man. It's the time is now. Let's get it on, man.
Because I was moving the speaker box in the back of the van, and I was thinking about how I'm gonna move this speaker box, and I was thinking for about 15 minutes. And you know what? The speaker box was still there. What I had to do? You know, inside the word thought is what you ought to be doing. You know, you waste time thinking about something. You can just do it and it's done. You know, that's it.
15 minutes. So you just burn out 15 minutes of your life. You understand me? I do it, yeah. And you know we're on limited credit. You understand me? Yeah? Because that's the moral of it. We're here and we're on limited credit.
That's right, Bridget.
You're overs.
Right.
We're on a system called pay as you go, blood. You're overs. One time you're gonna go and try top up, and you ain't gonna be able to top up because you done. It's checkout time. You understand me? So what I'm showing you is, why do we have to always be going around with the same blasey blah? I hear where people are coming from. Don't get it twisted. You understand me? Yeah, they talk about, repatriation and them talk about the reparation, the whole of it. Yeah, wanna? No disrespect. Bun that. We come out of Babylon place. Stop talk. Come out. Go back to where we find that we need to be. You overs. And we just got build a life. I'd rather have one day of happiness than have a lifetime of heartache. You overs. Yeah? And talking about, I hear some man that make some speech, boy, we need to go back to Africa. Now, I hear your point, but let me tell you this, my brethren. There's a lot of Africans don't rate the West Indians same way, and you have to acknowledge that as well. Do not get that twisted. I know associates who don't rate West Indians, Yovers, and these are bodified African man them. You understand me? I deal with. So, not saying everybody, yeah?
Of course, man.
But you have to understand and know that the truth is the truth.
But there is a lot of Africans who are cool when you go.
Yeah, no. I mean,
I know what you're saying.
I'm never saying all, because that's a lie.
Sure, of course.
But I know Africans who don't rate West Indians.
Yeah.
That they have us up like.
Mugs.
They have us up like we totally different to them.
But you know what,
Jehovah's.
But you know what, King?
Yeah.
But you know what, Creation? They're mugs, them.
Yeah, no,
they don't know them.
No. But they don't know themselves.
Absolutely.
I know this.
So
I know
they
this.
Don't count as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Jehovah's.
They don't count.
It's just, but you see, but I understand even though I don't agree with it, I overstand because we have our own youth them fighting over postcode, blood. You understand me?
Man, it's true.
Yeah, and this is here. You understand me?
It's true, brother.
So we've got our own youth them fighting over postcode and they don't own a property.
It's true. There is a war going on.
It ain't a farm. You don't own a farm and you're protecting your farm. You understand me?
You're fighting over a postcode.
You're fighting over a postcode. What's not yours?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're fighting over a property. What's not yours? You're over.
You're fighting over pavements that are not yours.
You know, you're fighting over things what don't belong to you, blood. So
that's the illusion, though, brother.
but this is it, you see. So this is where tell lie vision kick in.
Of course.
And I try to make them believe that them have wings. And you understand me?
Absolutely right, Brethren. It's creating a false illusion in the youth's mind.
There you go. But
It's
our
true,
youth, them are intelligent enough to know that it's not true because there's always one leader and the rest of them are followers. So what do you say about that then? Because check it. The followers, well, if I'm not with you, I'm against you then. So they follow. A lot of the youth, them are doing it out of fear.
Sorry.
You know? A lot of the youth, them are doing it out of fear. You understand where I'm coming from? Because they're followers. They have no mindset of their own. Their mindset is fear.
That's right, bro.
Jehovah's. How you can have a bad man on the ends who are run things and want to recruit you and you're going to tell him no? Really? 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 That means you get bullied all the days of your life while him still around in that area. So our youth them don't have powers like that because they choose to be the sheep thing, you understand me? And not be standing up and be counted and say, yo, me not do this, me I come out of here, me I go. You understand me, I do it because you have the powers to do these things. You're overs. You don't have to go university in London, you know. You have Oxford, you have Birmingham, you have all over, Liverpool, all over.
Of course.
Yeah, you have universities where you can go and start a fresh life. So now you've got 3 years to start a fresh life. You're over.
True talk, my brother. True.
You see where I'm coming from? Yeah? But true say you suppress in this your society right here, right now, you don't take it on board. You understand me, David? So what I'm showing you is, out of every set of bad youth them, there's only one bad youth.
And that's the leader.
And that's the leader.
I hear you, bro.
You're
totally.
overs.
And,
yeah?
It's bully, running by bully tactics.
It's bully
all
tactics.
Time. Yeah,
you understand me? Me and the bad man around here, swear you say.
Yeah. And if you don't do it, you're going to get your head busted.
Well, there you go.
I know how it goes, Bridget,
So what I'm trying to show you, our youth them are running on a fear factor system.
Sure, bro.
You're over.
For sure.
Yeah, even when they go home and they think that they're bad just like the leader, you know, them can talk it when the leader know about, you know, yeah, man, a bad man around town. Behave, because when you see him, you're salt. You understand me? Know yourself. That's called staying in your lane.
That's right, my brother.
And creation said suppress, but I say press because the press is not showing this type of man of how to conduct. You never see a black man or a black warrior unless he's been criminalized or athletic or he's working for
absolutely
for them.
brother.
You don't see a man who's running his own business, doing his own things in the press, as you say in the Black Panthers. You know, you're just seeing this emancipated one who's underneath the woman or underneath the white man. There's no black power really that is being put to our youths to look towards. You know, and they say the only way some people get it is, I say, you have to be a revolution. It happens by chance or your circumstances where the real one comes out. But most of them are being led astray because you don't see no black family in the media.
Not at all, bro.
No,
not fully. But see, that's why we do this show, because this is our media and we're dealing with leaders here, man, individually. So this is what we're talking about. We're trying to do our little bit to present the positive side of the black community, or even the raw side, like you, King, real and raw. But no matter how raw you think this brother's a good human being, man. So it doesn't matter how him sound. People get confused with MX, but MX, we know MX personally is a good youth. But so I don't want no one to get confused with this brother here. You know, he's a good, solid youth. Go on,
because it's people made to think that raw is bad, but raw food is the best food rather than cooked food. So basically we're given the wrong images to look towards. We look towards the one who's in the suit and tie, who's tied to somebody else as the one to aspire to, you know. We go through all their tests to be a good servant or a good slave to somebody, to employ you. Employ means trick, employ is a trick. So when you're getting into employment, ment is the mind. So you're going to somebody who's going to trick your mind through employment. You see what I'm saying? To get somebody else on somebody else's paycheck, rather than setting up your own things. When you're inside, the word learn is the word earn. You're earning money for someone else. You're not learning how to stand on your own 2 feet. And sometimes it's better to be out of school because you don't get lesson by the lesson. You see, well, inside the word lesson, you turn it the other way around, you see no sell is inside the word. So you don't learn how to sell things for yourself. You have to be under someone else. You have to learn to earn for somebody else.
We don't want to be lessoned by the lesson.
That's why we say bun slavery. Yeah, bun the whole of them. Yeah, right. Recession don't affect me, you know. Recession does not affect me, you know.
No, we know.
Yeah,
like that.
All right, yeah.
That's right.
Recession affect people who want to be in that. Jovers, yeah. So what I'm showing you is your time's up when your time's up. It's simple. Stop hurting your head about it. You can't stop it, you know. You can't stop it. And I don't like using the word can't, but I'm telling you, you cannot.
That's the only guarantee in life.
Overstand. It's from the womb to the tomb. Simple.
The womb to the...
Simple. It's from the womb to the tomb, though.
And I said
what else is there, bro? The only guarantee in life, they say, is tax. But if you, sometimes people live and don't pay taxes. The only guarantee in life is you transitioning. I don't even want to use the D word, but from the womb to the tomb. From the... Go on,
I just like to say the first step to being consciousness is awareness of who you are, where you are, and where you're at. Basically, a wild animal is conscious of everything around him. He's not thinking about tomorrow because it could be a snake in front of him now. You know, so basically when we're living in this environment and you're living as a tame, domesticated servant to someone, then you're out of your time zone because it could be your last day on the planet, but you're thinking about going to Africa. What if the killer is round the corner, but because you're thinking about Africa, the mind don't see the man with the knife in his pocket. So basically, as you're saying, when I go home at night, I'm not thinking about tomorrow, I'm thanking for having another day. You know, because you don't know what's around the corner. You got to be, it's moment by moment, and moment is your momentum. So basically, you have to be aware of your past, present, and your future now.
Talk the ting. Okay.
Talk the ting.
I want to just pick up the number 07539 602 999. 07539 602 999. My name is Ras Minty. This is the Rise to the Occasion show. I've got two very special guests, the man called Creation, who's talking rawality, man, and the man DS Jammers, who's speaking in a more eloquent way, but is saying the same thing that my brother is saying, man. And we need both sides.
Yeah, we do.
Of the coin.
We do,
because we need to show the whole experience of black people. You see, here, bro.
The pretty shoes and, you know, and the glittery frock them and, you know, and the 3-piece suit and all them things they're done with. Your overs, yeah? Right? We need to start put back on the shorts and the flip-flops, you know, hear me?
Yeah, man. So
and go back to where it is, your overs, yeah? And I will say, can I just say this as well?
Of course, my brother, go on.
Right? Me and you had a conversation, and, you know, me have certain reasonings, yeah? Where you have some people now who I say, yo, them have certain, you know, them name is brother, whoever, yeah? Right? Now, you want me to say to you, big man thing, yeah? You want to give yourself a title. All right. Now, hear me good. You give yourself a title, and I have no problem with that. I have no issue with that. But when you start to say, oh, you know, you know, I've got some certain products what can cure certain people and all these things, and you're telling me you're working for your own people, but you're charging an arm, a leg, a foot, a shoulder for buy these things. So why then? Why are you producing these things and selling them for some ridiculous price, but yet you want us to embrace you overs, yeah? But yet you're killing the ghetto youth them who can't afford that. Overs. £25 and £20 is a lot of money to buy certain little products. Now I know that there's no money, there is no price on health. I understand that, but not everybody have it that way there.
No,
Jehovah's.
for sure,
So why are you stifling people for? Jehovah's. Brother Shemel from the Western, wherever you from, blood. Yeah? You need for just allow them thing there, blood. You understand me, yeah? And so you're making something and you're making money from us, blood. Jehovah's. You understand me? But you're telling me you're helping me. How you helping me, blood? By making money from me. How you helping me? But you want me to hear your word and embrace what you're saying. So whoever you are, blood, get a grip. Because me no in it. You understand me I deal with? I hear what you're saying and I see what you're trying to do, because there's enough people out there who say they're for us and they're not for us. And I don't have to call on them, because you should know who you are if you're listening. Big man thing. Jehovah's, you talk that you're for the people. You ain't, you for yourself. Jehovah's. And then you wanna infiltrate by coming in. So who's worse than the black man or ourselves?
Very interesting, man. Do you want to say something, Jammers?
She said it. Sometimes you have to recognise when something's said. You don't just can't.
You
said it all there, you know.
Let me just say this to 814 or 014. I'm not sure. Do anyone know Tony Weeks? You know Tony Weeks? Okay, it says that. I'll read it out. It says R.I.P. Tony Weeks, who was found dead alone in his home. One love. I don't know Tony Weeks. We're sorry for hear that still. Boy. Yeah, because that's what we're talking about today. Funny. So thank you for that 014. It's like what you're saying, man. We've got life and we've got life beginning, life process, and the end. You don't know when the end's gonna come. Whatever you want to do, just get on and do it, man.
In between life, we can't guarantee in between. From the time we come from the womb, yeah, we have nothing. We can't guarantee that journey only to the tomb. You see, we can't say we're going to be rich. We can't say we're going to be happy. We can't say we're going to have children. We can't say that we're not going to be sick. We can't say we're going to be an alcoholic or a crackhead. We don't know none of that. But there's only two. From the time that womb state comes and you come into this world, there's only one thing guaranteed, and that's the tomb. Jehovah's, yeah. But that cycle of that journey to get to where you're getting, yeah, right? We do not know.
Of course.
So we then have to make that cycle and make that journey. But we have to make that journey because I believe that as black people, but I'm speaking more for me, I believe the biggest issue we have, people are speaking out and trying to make a change in people who haven't changed themselves.
Absolutely, Bridget.
Jehovah's. So you're talking on not deaf ears, but you're talking on people who cannot comprehend and understand where you are at that time. Jehovah's. You know, it's just like you can get a Kia, which is a Mini, and then you have a next man driving a Ferrari. Now, obviously, the Ferrari is faster, but hear what? But the Ferrari burn more petrol. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So what I'm showing you is sometimes it takes somebody longer to get to the destination.
For sure.
But nevertheless, Jehovah's, some people are not probably ready to hear that ISIS, and they cannot comprehend Jehovah's, because knowledge is like a drug, you know. Jehovah's, knowledge is a drug. Jehovah's, yeah, because there's certain parts of our history will send us high, because we don't want to believe the seriousness of what happened. Jehovah's, you know, and it plays with the mind. Jehovah's, yeah, it's the same way Jama was just saying about when the sister had to bring some sense back to him because he must see words in her things. Jehovah's, understand where I'm coming from? It's the same kind of thing. Jehovah's, it can send you to a whole different universe, fam.
Of course.
In a blink of an eye.
Definitely.
Jehovah's.
Yeah, man.
And if you don't know how to enhance it and maintain it, boy,
you're in trouble.
You're in a problem.
Because it's a powerful energy,
Jehovah's,
basically.
and it's a frequency.
Yeah,
which,
man. It's powerful. It's powerful, man.
It's one of the most powerfulest things.
Of course.
There's nothing greater than the mind. Jehovah's.
You know what it's like? It's like electricity. If it's not harnessed, it will cause mayhem. It causes mayhem. Like water. If the water starts rising, gonna cause mayhem, man.
Overs.
If there's an earthquake, the earth starts shake up. It causes mayhem. It's about channeling and using that energy in a constructive and positive way.
Yeah, and you have to have the right environment around you as well.
Definitely, bro.
Another thing, you have to be working, because if you're just sitting at home and you're getting all these things comes you're not putting into action,
Into something.
it will send you off your head.
No, definitely, Bridget, because I know with knowledge, as my man's correctly said, with creation correctly said, with knowledge, when you're taking in knowledge, you've got to release it as well. As within, so without, what goes up must come down. So you've got to release it. So when I'm doing my research, I know it's the same with you. You've got to manifest it in a way, Bridget. You can't just have it in your head and sit there. You've got to write a book. That's the way to release it. You've got to do your speakers club. That's another way to release it. My man does his music. That's the way you release your energy. I do this. I do events and different things. Yeah, I go to the gym as well, man, to release it. You've got to release it. And also, I'm doing presentations because I've got to release that energy. And as you said, it's got to be in a controlled way. Go on, my
And I
brother.
think you've got
Yeah.
to allow your consciousness to go beyond what you've been told. You know, that's
Definitely
what's,
can.
if you stick to what's been told, I said you have to know yourself. Because what happened to me a couple of weeks ago, every time I was having a bath or putting water on my face, it's burning. My face was burning me. And I go, what is going on here?
That's because you don't bathe that often, James. That's why. Obviously, I mean, come on. Sorry, bro. You know,
That's all good.
It
it's all
smells
good.
fresh, Jammers,
It's all
honestly,
good.
man.
So basically, I said, what's going on? At times, every time water's touching my face, it's burning. And then I realised what was going on is that I wasn't drinking no water. I stopped drinking water for maybe about 3 or 4 weeks, and my body was telling me,
To drink
trying
water,
to tell me
yes.
to drink water.
Yes.
But I said, wow.
What had you been drinking,
could
though,
not-
bro? Was it the juices then?
Just drinking juices, but I was running myself down as well. No sleep.
No, for sure, for sure, for sure.
I just realised, but I was getting alkaline. Then I started to drink alkaline water as well. So it was
That's
alkaline
what you need to do, re-alkalise the body.
My body was actually telling me what was wrong, but I wasn't really in tune. It was telling me water. So, wow, that's how your body's moving. You know what I mean? And
Wow.
And I just think life is about being conscious of yourself.
Thank you.
That's the key. That's the
And
key.
that's the key, what
That's
he's just
the
said
key.
right there.
You've got to know your strengths,
It's all about
man.
self. And that's what I'm saying. So if you don't know self, you can't help me. You overs. So
That's right.
when we're giving people utterances about certain things and certain missions we need to obtain and conquer, they cannot conquer if they don't know themselves.
absolutely.
You overs. And I think the Minty show is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Yeah? Right? For me personally. Yeah, right. I have to say that. Yeah, I have to say that. Yeah.
Thank you, my brother.
I can't believe
I appreciate that,
You know,
man.
because for me,
And this is one of the best shows I've done, man. Definitely, man.
And I must say, for me, right, yeah, because it's an enlightenment, Jehovah's, and it's a journey.
Thank you, my
Jehovah's,
brother.
yeah?
I'm very humbled.
And what I like about it is it's not like what I hear from other people about every Sunday they listen to a particular radio show and they talk about the same thing. Jehovah's, and they can't move away from the same thing. Jehovah's, yeah. So every new semester you come in and you do something fresh and current.
Man. Respect.
Jehovah's, because everything you say is current.
Respect.
Jehovah's,
Give
yeah.
thanks, you know, King. We
Right.
love that.
So I always listen
Thank
to
you.
Minty Show. It's an enlightenment.
Thank you.
And it's a blessing for day now, because if anybody else asks me, I would have laughed at them. Jehovah's, and says I'll behave. You understand me? I do. Yeah, I'm watching football because, like Thomas said, I keep it real to the circle of trust. So who's real with me, I'll be real back.
Definitely, man.
But once you show me a punk move, I'm going to dress you up. And I will dress you up because that's me. But what Jammer just said, to me,
is the foundation, Brethren.
he just blew it out of
That's
the
right.
water, you check. Because what he says is the true word. And I just don't know why people, them just not knowing self. But yet these people are having kids, living life, but you're living a fake life. Because if you don't know yourself then, and if you're bringing life into this world and doing a 9 till 5 or whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got a car on HP, you know, you've got a mortgage, and you're living this daily routine life. Now, you ain't happy. You're working not by choice, you're working by force. because you have to pay for these things, so you're not happy. You're overs. You're working now because wifey thinks she's a society woman as well now. So wifey ain't giving none. Real talk. So you ain't happy again. You're overs. Yeah? And you start living a lie because you're living a life which you cannot maintain. You're overs. So as soon as you get your wages and that come into your pocket Thursday, Friday, you're back on trust again. You overs, because your bills them done pay, then you're going straight back on trust. You overs. That is why the bank them give you little extra money for take out. You understand me? Say, oh, you can take out £1,000. You understand me? And then you end up spending that grand to survive for the month until you get your next portion. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Definitely, King.
So people are living and they're not happy.
They're not happy.
You overs.
But you know what I say though, King, and I agree with you 100%. And with Jammers always, because Jammers comes on the show regularly. The purpose of this show, as I'm sure you know, King, is to get our people to know themselves. And the best way I think I can do it is not anything that I say or do. It's by bringing on people like you who know themselves, you understand that? Who have been through the experience and have reached a peak or pinnacle, have got to a space where they're happy because they're productive. You know what I mean, King? You're very productive. You're very productive, bro. And that's what I think is going to help our people know themselves, because it's not in what... It's not a preaching thing. It's by bringing men and women of action on the show who have elevated themselves. So I'm saying that it is frustrating that our people don't know themselves. A lot of them, we know that because we would be in a better position in the world. But I want to make a change about that situation, King. I want to change the way our people think. We're talking about alchemy, from the dust to flesh, from iron to gold to platinum even. That's what I want to do, King. And I know that you two have that ability to inspire people to change.
But
you have that ability, King, 100%. So when we talk about our people don't know, and I agree with you 100%, my thing is, what can we do to make our people know so that we've made a contribution so that the youth will come when we're our flesh is in dust. We've left a legacy, like Marcus Garvey's left a legacy, like the Rasta early forefathers have left a legacy, like Malcolm X has left a legacy. People are still talking about these people today and the works they've done. What can we do to, not to say we're any of those people, because they're in the greats, but what can we do to make that difference to help our people? That's what I'm saying, King. Go on, Jammers.
People say know themselves, but they don't know what the word no means.
Go on, bro. Break it down, King.
No means when you ain't got nothing on you. Because if someone asks you to do something and you say no, you freed yourself to do whatever you want to do. If no in Latin means to sell or to be free, when the child's trying to run away, what the first thing they say is no, because you don't want it to be free. That's the reverse psychology they play. But know yourself means free yourself.
Free yourself.
Because no means free. No, because it's on. Anytime someone asks you to do something and you don't say no, you put something on yourself. Oh, you got to do that CD. Oh, you got to do the shopping. Oh, you got to do the work for them. If you're not saying no, so no means to be free. Even inside the word no, which is KNOW, it means now. It means where you do things now for yourself, and you turn it the other way around, you see the word one, then you've won. You see what I'm saying? So know yourself means to free yourself.
Yes.
And it means to be aware of what's around. As I said, go back to the word consciousness. People like to talk about conscious, but they don't know what conscious means. Conscious of what? What is conscience? You know? And
conscious or conscience?
Conscious or
conscience.
Are you conscious of being conscious? That's the next two.
I like that, man. I like that. That's big there, man. So it's interesting that, like I say, just on the simplest level, this show is about what you're talking about, what you're both talking about. How do we help our people to know themselves? Creation, what say you, my brother?
What say me, family?
What do you think? What do you do?
I believe that you have to start going within yourself, not by any book, not by any reading of anything, to make a book give you a certain ISIS, Jehovah's, or a certain overstanding. Yeah, you need to put that down, because that now is going to me, that's going to con you. that's going to confuse the whole situation. You need to know oneself within. So I believe people out there, me personally, believe you need to take time out every day. You know, no music, no TV, and just sit and just overstand. You know, hear your heartbeat. you see, simple. Just
Talk
hear
the
your
ting, my
heartbeat.
brother, talk the ting.
You know, right? Hear your heartbeat. Listen to how it sounds. That's you. You're alive. You know, stop existing.
Feel your own energy.
You always feel your own energy.
Tune
Well, there
into
you
your
go.
own- yeah, man.
Tune into yourself. I mean, you know, what's the harm in giving yourself 10 minutes of that every evening? Really? Do you know what I'm saying? 10 minutes of your time.
So it's like a meditation, you're saying, King, isn't
Yeah.
it, basically, of in yourself.
Just to
For
sit and reflect.
Just to feel yourself,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah,
It's very
yeah.
important what you're saying there, bro.
Even if you start off by just overstanding how your day went and what you could have changed, or what you liked, or what you didn't like, or what you would have done differently in hindsight. Do you know what I'm saying? So you get then, and this now is making yourself now overstand that if this ever occurred again, you would know that you would deal with it differently. But in that time, you just didn't, because you don't know yourself. You switched. You over, yeah, right? Because you're not switched on. So, but if you were switched on, you probably would have dealt with that so professionally, where you probably thought to yourself, well, I didn't make, well, you know, today I made a fool of myself. You know, if it happens again, I won't, because you've learnt from it. But the point is, if you was to have listened in the beginning to yourself and in tune to yourself, sometimes the mouth can run quicker than the brain can fathom it. So you need to make it in tune together. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro, absolutely.
And then just take your time, give yourself 10 minutes, and then just hold a sabbatical and trying to tune to yourself and know who you are. And by knowing what you've done through the day is, to me, is one of the best pieces of practice I ever did doing in my life, because I got to know who I was.
Well, you know what you're saying, my brother, is basically, because I read a lot anyway, but life experience has taught me this, that what you're saying is what a lot of the experts in quote-unquote spiritual matters say about looking over your day. In fact, that's an African cultural principle, basically, Brethren. So you're going straight to the root with that there. That's what our ancestors said, you know. This is one of the methods they used for you can get to understand who you are and how you feel about yourself. Study your day, look at your day and go back and say, yeah, man, I could have done this. So that you can improve for the next day. This is what is written in the Medu Netter. I'm sure Jammers can confirm that maybe you can't, looking at his face, but maybe Jammers can confirm that what you said, King, is right at the heart of the matter, man. That's the root there, King, African root there, you know. Jammers.
Yeah, basically, people are making a big mistake when they look at the language and look at hieroglyphics, because it's not hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics is a Greek word. It comes from medunecha. Medunecha means to know your nature. It's in the word medunecha. So basically, as what creation saying, what you're saying is basically, you have to be conscious of being conscious. No.
Live within the living. You said it though as well.
So basically,
live within the living.
yeah. One thing. All right, just walk the street, and you'll see you're the loneliest person on the planet. Who's really looking at you? People are not. Then you're conscious of, just like a star in the sky. You start to be conscious of, 1 minute. If I drop down now, no one's going to pick up and help me. When you're speaking to someone, you see they're not really listening to what you're saying. They're just waiting for you to finish so they can get their 2 words in. You see. So when you start to realize around you, basically you're just by yourself, really. You know, you're by yourself, really. All of you are going to recognize you maybe is a young boy, security, or someone who's similar to you, you know, or maybe your family. And then the next thing you have to think of, when you die, who's gonna come to your funeral, and after a week, who's gonna still remember you? You know. You know,
Okay.
and that's who you should be putting your attention to, is those people. Who's going to be 2 weeks after they can still think about you. You know?
I hear you.
And in the Medunetra, just go to the Medunetra briefly, is basically, as I said, conscious of your breathing. That's what exercise, just how you conscious of your breathing. Being aware of your breathing. Being aware of how you stand. This is conscious of being conscious. You know, being aware of how you carry yourself. And being aware of what feelings you're carrying with you and how the feeling, how you react to the feeling. So it's starting to being conscious of being conscious.
Absolutely, man.
Conscious,
And what you're saying is in line with
exactly
what it says, which is in line with what it says in the Medunetta, brethren. And you haven't read it, but it's already in you, brethren, because the Medunetta was written from men. Go on, Jammers.
And everything is about health, basically. Inside the word creation is you cry what you eat. You know, that's what you create. So everything that you consume, if you're consuming junk food, then you're going to be junk. If you're consuming an artist who's chatting foolishness, you're going to be foolish. So creation is you cry what you eat, what you consume.
Let me just read these couple of texts, man. This is from 794, sorry. Big show, enough respect to the two guests. That's Creation and Jammers. And big up to you as well, Ras Minty. That's 949. Thank you so much, 949. That's also this one that says this is from 419. Evening, Brother Minty, Jammers and guest Creation. Great show. The brother talks a lot of sense. We don't even kiss and hug our children and praise them, but expect us to hide behind religion, which is foolish. Our people, Brother Curtis. So big up, Brother Curtis. He was talking about when we were talking about we don't kiss and hug our children, and
no,
we don't. I mean,
hold them for no love if you don't show love.
Absolutely, Bridget.
Simple.
Absolutely.
It's simple, and this isn't rocket science. This is simple things.
At all, man.
And this is the issue, you see. A lot of the stuff is not even hard work. It's not even things where you're thinking, oh wait, I can't even fathom that. It's simple things. You give love,
you receive love.
You receive love. You show violence. You know, I mean, I know a sister in Birmingham who got abused, but the abuser turned to the abusee. You understand where I'm coming from?
When you say turned, what do you mean, King?
She turned.
Oh,
she was being abused.
Became an abuser. The abusee
became an abuser.
I got you now.
Drovers.
Yeah, yes.
Right now.
Which happens a lot, actually.
Which happens a lot.
Unfortunately.
Drovers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, right. I know people who have been through them kind of roads, and they've used that same thing what they've been through and emulated it, Drovers, knowing that it ain't right, but that's what they know.
That's all
Drovers, and that's what they held on to.
Yes.
So they're holding on to the pain because they don't know how to let that be. Drovers. So, life to me, life is simple. You do or you don't. Drovers. Yeah, there's no ifs or buts. You do or you don't. I like it or I don't like it.
Simple things, Bridget.
Yeah?
Simple things, man.
Do or die.
There's a saying I've got you right, King. There's no two ways about it. You can't think two things at the one time.
Well, do you know something? One thing quickly. I don't like when people say, oh, well, I'm in two minds and I one brain. Don't wind me up. Yeah? And if any of my circle are listening or my family are listening, I've had this conversation with you before. Please don't phone me and tell me to guess what. This ain't a board game. I'm gonna hang up like I did yesterday, like I did the day before.
Guess
please.
Guess what? Yo, Creation. Guess what? Creation. Go on, Jammers.
Yeah, I just want to talk about calling down the spirit, yeah, which is basically exercise. You got the word exorcist. When you're running doing the gym, it's called exercise. It's the same thing. You're telling your body to do something once again. You know, so when you go to a gym and you're pushing a certain amount of weights, what's happening is sending a program to your body. This is how you create habits that your body will do it again. Same as in driving, you do an action, and your body will do the action again. Inside you got innocence, which will do an innocent thing. Will do anything it's told to do. That's what we've got, and that's in our innocence is innocence. Basically, so whatever you do, your body will do it again innocently. That's the power that we've got. It can work for you or it can work against you. What happens now is you create your habit through information and emotion. So information and emotion, you start to identify with. You calling out that spirit. That's how the body works. So when somebody gets abused now, they're getting information and emotion, and their spirit starts to identify with that, and that's what they carry and bring out again. Once again, creation is what you cry, you eat, is what you create.
Yeah.
So that's what you have to be careful about as well. What you're around, your body will automatically do. That's the power we can have, but it can be for us or against us if you're not conscious of it.
On point. Big up Curtis, thank you for that, man. You know what I want to do? We're going to touch about, because I love this conversation.
Black Panthers, isn't
yeah,
it?
man, I think I want to just touch on it, man, if that's okay, man. I know you both watched it, so I just want to just make a few points about Black Panther, because this is a great subject and we could talk about it till eternity. See how time fly?
Oh, it's gone 10 o'clock.
It's 11, bro.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
My credits has run out.
Oh, credits?
Yeah.
What credits?
I didn't realise it was this long. My credits has run out now.
Okay, for your car, you mean, for your fancy car. Go and put the money in the meter again, bro. Yeah, it's just about. It's just about. Let me just read this text, man, because I think that yeah, man, see it there? Big up Empress Lee. Bless up Creation and Jammers for their wise words, man. See, it's through experience that we get wisdom. Maybe you have a different spin on this, Jammers, but it's through going through lots of shiznits and even failing, just going to try and do lots of different things, whether you fail or succeed. It doesn't matter, because whether you fail, you get wisdom, and when you succeed, you get wisdom. So I know both of you have been through a lot, basically, and that's why you've got so much wisdom, as far as I'm aware. But thank you, Empress Lee. And that's why I love doing the show, because I learn so much from these two amazing guests all the time. So it's just a joy. But I want to talk about Black Panther, and this is kind of in line with what we've been talking about today. There's something in the minds of our people which is stopping us going forward, basically. And I say, especially in a film like Black Panther, we've got a lot of subliminal ideas that have been pushed in the film. Now, it's not blatant, they're not saying it blatantly, but it's quite clearly there. Like, for example, correct me if I'm wrong, just from your experience, you've seen the film, both of you, there's a black on black violence. Which is what the society wants us to do. Right. Now I want to make a point. I want to make a few points. Sorry, Jammers, you were saying, what did you say, bro? What did you say?
Remember what I said about habit creation and
yes.
pulling down the spirit, pulling down your nature. Is the more you see something,
right,
and the more emotion that's attached to it, it calls out that nature in you to just recognition of it.
This film to me is now we can say the first things. I'm sure you know. It's got some good points. We see strong black women in there, powerful. Hold on. I know you want to talk. Hold on, because I want to make my point. I know you want to say something, and the floor's going to be yours, King. Just give me 2 minutes, right? There is some positive imagery in the film, man, and I know you can touch on that. The powerful black women, the natural hair, dark skin, beautiful queens. We love all the shades, but it's not often we see dark skinned women on screen. It's beautiful. Thank you. That's beautiful. These are positive images, making people think about Africa. This is positive. Well, you can say whatever you want to, bro. I'm just saying this is what I'm saying. But also, there's the negative side of it, or the other side, which is the hero. The hero is a pacifist. Killmonger, who was the antagonist, was the one who most people were rooting for his views. Was more like a Pan-African worldwide view we had, basically. I will start with that, man. I mean, go on, Creation. What would you like to say, my brother?
I will say that.
Well, I mean,
I will say.
You okay, brother?
I will say that.
Yeah.
The movie's the movie, you know.
Just give us your honest opinion, bro. That's what I want to hear, man.
Yeah, black people in it. I hear that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're supposed to be doing more. I mean, we didn't get that hype over Tyler Perry, did we really? You understand me? You understand me? I did, yeah, but you know black movies.
But this is the point I'm making, King.
But this movie now went to a whole different level. But it was only for we forgot spending money, so them can make a money off of it. What them say, 1 billion it make?
It already made $1 billion, Bridget. It's already made $1 billion.
So what I'm trying to say is, probably 90% of that, besides the Marvel fans, would have spent that money to watch that. Jova, so primarily them black folk went out and spent.
I agree with you, Bridget,
and endorsed that and made that what it is. Jova's
definitely can.
Now, for me, I just don't know. I just don't see what the stories are. I mean, when I say I don't see what the story's about, I don't see what the hype is about, because if this is a black producer,
black director, bro,
right, a black director, right,
and like he co-wrote it as well,
making a black movie. Yeah, because don't forget, he's this Panther is a spin-off now, so he will be in the Marvel. It is an original Marvel character, Bridget. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So he ends up now in the new movie.
That's right, the Avengers.
He ends up with the rest of them.
That's right, and people are going to watch that film, man.
Okay. Yeah. So it goes on. You see where I'm coming from? Yeah. Right. Let me tell you something. It is what it is. It's a movie what's been well done, and it's entertaining. Yeah. And like every other movie, it has subliminal messages, because every movie have it.
Of course, King.
There's not a movie what doesn't have a message.
For sure.
It's just for you to see the message. Jehovah's, yeah? It's just like a lot of adverts have subliminals. It's just for you to open up your eyes and see.
Absolutely.
Jehovah's. So it's no different to anything else. All they've done is they've just taken the ghetto people money, yeah, right.
All I agree.
But you know what? I watch it on pirate.
Okay, don't say that. No, he didn't. It's easy.
No,
he went to the cinema to watch it. Honestly,
I don't know say about that.
Hold on. Let's just respond to creation, then you can come in, jammers. You're right, King. Everything you said is right. There's one thing I'm gonna not take exception to. I'm gonna say. In fact, I'm adding on to what you're saying, King. It is just a movie, and it has got subliminal messages. But these messages are for our people, Brethren, specifically. I'm saying, what are those messages, and what is the impact on us as Africans? Will it make? Because remember, some people think this film is the catalyst to take black people forward, Brethren. Yeah, man. So go on.
Sorry, but what I'm going to say to you is, right? Okay. This is a question, but not a. All right then.
Go on, say what you're saying, my brother. Just talk the thing, man.
You say that it's a movie, right?
Yes.
And it speaks out to we, yeah. And I understand what you're saying, but is it a question?
Go on.
Is it a setup? Jehovah's. Oh, sorry. Right? Is it a setup? Jehovah's.
Yeah.
Right.
Go on.
Is it a setup to have us up feeling superior to some degree? Yeah. Or is it a real message? But Jam, I'm gonna tell you more.
Very interesting. No, good. It's good what you've said there, King, because that's the question we're asking, actually.
Just took it right out of my notebook, basically. Remember what we were saying about set? You know, set is either how you can set your state or how let somebody else set it for us. So, positive. I'm more worried about the positive aspects, you know.
You're more worried about
more worried about why are they suddenly taking our people and putting them in a positive light. That's the time to get worried, as far as I'm concerned.
That's exactly my thoughts, bro.
You know, because basically, black movies are normal. The only reason why we're celebrating is because white people are doing a black movie. Because Hollywood said, all right, let's give some black people some time on our screen. That's why we're celebrating, because black movies are normal. Spike Lee, Eddie Murphy. It's a normal thing. So we're only celebrating because white people are showing it.
Do you think that?
Yeah, they're dancing. I've never seen them dance in the studio. I mean, it's not coming out in the African garden, dancing in the cinema to a Spike Lee movie, to Eddie Murphy movie.
True,
it's only because Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah, it's true.
Never. It's all.
But it's funny because No, it's interesting though because Eddie Murphy made his own films. Coming to America was one of the first from the 80s. One of the first all-black movies. It was Eddie Murphy's production company. You're right, people, but it did very well financially. Now it'd probably be about 700 million it made, but it made about 300 million then, which is a good return for films now. But what in '87? Brilliant, man. You know, Spike Lee, as you said, he made some good films and he got good returns. Tyler Perry, as you've said, John Singleton's first Boys in the Hood was an absolutely brilliant film. It made a lot of dough. A brilliant movie, man. Brilliant movie. A black man wrote it, a black man directed it. Obviously, the other people funded it, but it's his baby, basically, that thing there. So it's not like this film here, which is created by Jewish people. It's funded by Jewish people, and it's co-written. The black man wrote it, but he wrote it with a guy called Joe Robert Cole. Cole is a classic Jewish name. So that's the question I want to ask. Or do you want to make some points? Sorry, Jammers, and I'll come back.
The only time we cry is when Hollywood don't give us an Oscar. You know, the only time we celebrate is when Hollywood give us a movie.
Hollywood.
Hollywood. Yeah. So, and basically, it's a setup. As you, Chris, so you took it out. It's a setup because it's setting up. Because if you look at the Marvel comics, the writers change now, and their concept, they're setting us up to this new futuristic mentality.
Afrofuturism.
Yeah. Basically, it's the element of homosexuality.
That's right.
They're forcing on us their norm. That's what they're doing. They're forcing us on it.
You know, a great example of that is Empire. Empire, in its first season, there was a batty boy in it. There was a homosexual in it, but they weren't pushing it. The second season, the first show, bam! All grabbing up man and this. I'm thinking, oh my goodness.
That's why I say it's a setup.
We can't watch this.
It's a setup. They're putting the positive images to set us up.
Brethren, I agree with you 100%. This is my point. I said, okay, this is what reminds me of this Black Panther movie. It reminds me of the Bible, and it reminds me of when 9/11 happened. I'm going to tell you why. It reminds me of the Bible because in slavery, they took everything away from us, but they gave us the Bible. Why are they pushing the Bible on us? Number one, 9/11. There was a torrent of news. It was Bin Laden, it was Bin Laden, it was Bin Laden, it was Bin Laden. Why are you pushing this on us, basically? You want us to think in a certain way. So when I saw Wakanda and the Black Panther getting hyped, before it was released, I said, Marvel films always make a lot of money anyway. The wackest Marvel film was the new reboot of Fantastic Four. It was a terrible film. It got 9%, like, big ups, whilst Wakanda, this film's got 97%. It was a terrible film. It was dark, it was miserable, it was a rubbish film, but it still made about 30 million. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it was but they still made money. But it was you're right, King. They probably, when they work it out, they probably lost. But it was a terrible film. But it still made more than it cost, basically. If you know what I'm saying, you got more returns. And that was so. I'm thinking, hold on, that was a whack film. After half an hour, I said, I can't watch this. And I love Marvel films, so I knew the way they were hyping this film. I said, it's gonna make $1 billion. Why are they hyping this film so much? So when I see people go, no, it makes people think of Africa, and it's, well, women on short hair. I said, okay, but there's something else to do in here. There has to be, there's something else. So the subliminals, what you talk about, both of you just said setup. Creation said it, and you'd already written it down. So we're aware that this thing is a setup. What are they setting us up for? And you said it, bro. Do you know there's the Black Panther comics just focused on the females, focusing on the lesbianism? You know them comics at the bouts? Go on, bro.
I say a nation cannot rise higher than its woman, but a nation can't rebel without its men. So basically what they're doing, they're taking out the male out of the equation.
The alpha male.
The wild man, the reality man, and putting the tame animal in. Because what's going to happen in the second movie, which is the setup, is now the
more homosexuality in it.
No, I don't. I think they're leaving that for the third. First, they've got to take out the male before they deal with the woman. So what's happening is the big Black Panther is now going to become Captain America's boy. He's going to sidekick.
The Cole,
So they're taking out the male out of the equation. Alright, they already killed they killed the revolutionary.
That's right.
Who represented the original Black Panther, hand in the air Black Panther.
Malcolm X.
They took him out of the equation, made him seem the enemy.
That's right. That's the con. That's the con. And this is what we're talking about now, bro.
And they're gonna set this. And look what happened at the end of the movie. What movie do you get when they said about him? We're not having a bunch of farmers running us. It's just like having a Jewish movie. Then you got the German man saying the last line running down.
No, it's not acceptable.
It would never happen in any form of other movie.
But there's another thing, and it's a good point you're making. There's another part of the film is that the white man is the actual hero.
The white man's the hero.
Saves the day. This is the narrative. Now you're right, King. I don't go. In the show, we don't go on about white people. I'm not against anybody. But how can a film that's going to save black people have a white man saving you? How can it have a pacifist? How can it have a pacifist?
Family.
Go on, brother.
It's never changed.
That's why I wanted to talk about the film.
All right then. Like even when you go back and you see other movies with black people in it, yeah, you got like the Lethal Weapon trilogy, yeah, right. You've got the Mel Gibson and the Mel Gibson,
Danny Glover,
and Mr. Glover.
Yes,
Glover's the old man.
That's right, bro.
Who doesn't really want to do anything. He just follows suit. Yeah. Right? Riggs are the nutter and you follow the nutter. You overs, yeah? So Riggs are ready for kill you and you still follow him. You hear me? Yeah? Right? And the man around, Riggs, you idiot. Yeah? So what I'm showing you is, right? They've already had this induction a long time ago. This ain't a new thing. This is just because we choose to highlight this particular film. You overs. This ain't not new.
But you know what it is though, King? Go on, you can speak, Jammers. Go on, brother.
What I want to say about this one is they want us in fantasy land, in our head, dreaming about Africa, while the real business, they've taken it over.
That's right.
In reality, now they have got all the contracts. They're running everything. The Chinese, it's Africanese now. Basically, they've taken it over. While our heads are in the cloud, if you want to pull a con, you've got to pull a con on the person's brain. So while we're celebrating them, under the door, they've taken over it.
And I will say this as well. Where they lived.
Wakanda.
Yeah.
Or was it Watanda?
Something so, right? Here one on Tanda something, you hear me, yeah? Right? But here what? It was a world on their own blood. Jehovah's. They wasn't in England. You understand me? Yeah. So there's another part of the story where you have to overstand and take it to a whole new meaning again. Jehovah's. Yeah. Them man, they was living in their own world. They was not of this world. They was of their own world. Jehovah's, which is very important again. Why was that?
But see,
you see what I'm saying? There's always that as well.
King bless. Hold on. Can I talk on my own show?
It's my show. It's my show.
Go on, bro. No, go on, Jammers. Go on,
yes,
bro.
Could you break that down for me, please, on the Ratification show? Thank you.
Well, let me say this. There's something important that you've just said there, bro. And then we're getting to the root of the thing, man. Why Wakanda was like, say for example, South Africa. South Africa's got gold, diamonds. It's probably one of the rich, if not the richest country in Africa there. Libya or Nigeria, one of them three. Now, Wakanda Black Panther didn't want to help the rest of the black people in the world or in Africa, because there was a point in the film, and you must remember it. She goes, why can't we help black people around the world? Goes, well, we got to look after our own things, protect ourselves. And then when the white man something happened to the white man, the same girl goes, why are you letting the white man come and see through your things? She goes, well, what else can I do? What that promotes is white supremacy. White supremacy. It promotes white lives are more important than black lives. You want to say something, Jammers?
I'm just wondering, because you said, did he have any relationships with any women, the Black Panther? I don't remember him kissing anybody.
Well, there you go. Because they don't want to show a masculine male.
He never have no girlfriend, did he?
They don't want to show a masculine male.
In a movie like that, there's not no male.
But this is what I'm trying to say. They don't want to. The alpha male.
1 minute, there was no family. Was there any?
There you go.
There was no family in that.
You watched it. The alpha male.
He was fostered.
the alpha male was the main alpha male killmonger. Even his name is a disrespect, like warmonger. You know what I mean, King? The main alpha male in the film was the enemy and dead, and that's the man we need in the black community.
Listen to me.
Go on, talk, man. No, you talk.
Hear what I'm gonna say.
Go on, bro.
So you got the white man in the film, right? Now
Ross, a Jewish name
right,
again.
Yeah, right. Right now you got him in the film. Right now, hear the good. Hear what I'm gonna say to you. Now, for a hot second, if we go to Tarzan, same thing applies. You got a white man in a pair of hot pants, you understand me, going in the jungle, all of a sudden he can talk, and you got my people there for X amount of millions and thousands and trillions of years who can't communicate with the animals. But my man's just come out of a tree and all of a sudden now, I can chat to every damn thing. Now, what I'm showing you is, fam, yeah, big man thing, yeah, right? Submissive again.
That's right, man.
Jehovah's. Everybody's bowing to Tarzan and all them things there. Tarzan forget 2 stone. You understand me, yeah? Right? But this is where they say we are dominant. Jehovah's, yeah? And we're first and you're second. Nothing comes but us first. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
That's right.
I mean, Tarzan didn't even shake it up blood and have a black chick blood. Jehovah's.
The 2 only white people in the all of Africa at the time.
Jehovah's.
It's madness, Brethren.
Tarzan had a white girl blood.
And his biggest fan. And his biggest friend was the kid called, he didn't even have a name, he was Boy, remember?
Yeah.
And he was an Indian in the middle of Africa.
Come on.
He was an Indian, like the long hair and everything.
Now, listen, as far as I'm going to say, yeah, what I'm going to say to you about that scenario there is bun, run, Eli. You understand me, yeah? Right?
Johnny Wise was at the original Tarzan. Ron Eli was just a TV one. Ron Eli, he was just an actor. Don't diss Ron Eli. He was a nice guy, Brendan.
Bun, run, Eli. You know, he ain't been far.
It's an appropriate name. Ron Eli Rambo. Go on,
and they took us out in the cartoons. Remember Jungle Book?
Talk the thing.
That's the next one, you know.
That's another one, Brendan.
A little Indian boy
that's
there
right.
running things with everything in the middle of Africa again.
Because there's no jungles in India. It's Africa, the jungle there. It's just the hype and the lie, Brendan.
Them conway and confuse we and sub and then my press, them listen, them are high and them do everything. Yeah, right. So when we look at it, then our youth them have no chance. Jehovah's. So as much as we're trying to teach them, they cannot overstand because they can't see past go. So how are we then going to fight them if they cannot see past go?
For real, Brethren.
But we're trying to teach them.
That's right.
But hear what? Society has had them up where they don't trust us. Jehovah's. So how are we then for teach if they don't talk, if they don't even trust their own fam?
But you know what, King? This is what I'm saying, that we have to control our own media. That's why we use this show to bring on people like you who have got things to say. You understand, King? But it's the only way. You've got to hear the message. You've got to hear the sound by people who have done it. Because remember, our youths don't go by what you say. It's by what you do. Right, King? So that's why we have doers on this show. So this, I think, is going to make a difference, brother. Go on, Jam.
Remember, you can't say he or she no more. Yeah, I'll just say in the Black Panther movie, I don't remember seeing no. You see, you don't see no family.
No family.
I don't remember seeing not one family in that movie. There, it's just
no beta males, and no alpha females.
No, the future is basically, remember, it's all genetic now. So that you know, just like the Elton John and business, you know what I mean. 2 men will have their chick picnic, and the 2 women will have their picnic, because in that movie there's no family.
But this sounds like Black Lives Matters to me, you know. If you go on Black Lives Matters website, it was created by 3 women and the man. 3 women are lesbians and the man's a homosexual. And in there they have a specific thing called, and I'm not dissing this, I'm just telling you what it says, called queer agenda they've got in there. Go and look on the website if you don't believe me. And they have a thing talking about the Black Lives Matters, because it's funded by a man called George Soros, who's a left-wing agitator, but he's rich. But what he does, he uses black people on the vanguard, the front line, so that when they create all the mayhem, he can step in and be the usher of peace, if you like. He's a wicked guy. So this just reminds me of Black Lives Matter. I said something important, one more thing. Let me say this, King. I said in the group, in the WhatsApp group, mind that when you give them all that money, because people are picking up this, I said, no, calm down. Mind when you give them this money, that They don't do a film about the KKK or something, you know. But what I realise is they're promoting the lesbianism and homosexuality and the beta males, not the alpha male. They're promoting everything which is against the African family. Jammers.
But this movie's made so much money that if you look at the end of the credits, there's thousands and thousands. I've never seen a credit ending like that before.
When you say thousands
and thousands of white,
Virgin.
Jewish, German, Chinese, Japanese. Money, all companies that have made money out of this.
Of course.
Thousands of. I've never seen so much.
But you know what, right?
So much people eat so food out of it.
The more they hype a film, the more money they know they're going to make off of it. And I knew before it even released, it would make $1 billion. I predicted it.
But
and that money they're going to use to destroy the black family further.
Yeah, because that's the setup. Can you imagine everybody's minds? Everybody, what's going to do to our brain cells? Everybody was dancing in the cinema when they start seeing their two heroes start kissing each other.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's going to blow people's
I
brains.
think in part 2 they're going to do a lesbian thing. I'm just telling you.
Do you know,
I'm
right?
predicting it.
You know something, right?
Okay, bro. I say 2.
For me, fam, yeah. I said. You know, this is the part of a show where I really can't be saying too much because I have nothing good to say.
Don't say it. Don't
so
say
I
nothing
won't
bad,
say
bro.
anything.
But we're gonna go soon anyway. But let me just pick
I
up.
want every word now.
Pick up.
So he's rubbing off on me now.
Big up Zacchaeus Jackson. He says, greetings. The brother that played Killmonger in the Black Panther film is you're absolutely right, brother. Played the Human Torch in the more recent Fantastic Four film. Michael B. Jordan, you're absolutely right. Because that's, of course, go on, bro.
It's funny how I think that most of the two black characters in Marvel are gay. In the Fantastic Four, the black character gay.
It's gay?
Yeah.
I can't have been watching that film closely.
That's the Fantastic Four. The black character.
The one black character.
The one black character in the Fantastic
Fire
Four.
Torch, the Human Torch.
Yeah.
He was gay.
Yeah, in the comics.
So it's funny, but what I'm realising Marvel are doing, which I'm beginning to have to change my view on Marvel. Every time they have a black character, he's homosexual.
What it is, there's new writers are coming in. That's what's happening.
Prejudice, it doesn't matter about new writers because you can't do it unless Marvel tell you can do it. Prejudice, let's do it with new writers.
I'll defend it.
And these are black writers in there. What? There's a new Spider-Man, you know. They have an alternative world. The new Spider-Man, a black youth. He's gay, Miles Morales. He's gay. Or they say he's bi, or they want to make him bi. I say bi to that, man.
But look what happened in Spider-Man anyway. The black Spider was the bad one.
That's right.
So subliminally sending you the message already. Yeah.
In Spider-Man 3, the original ones with Tobey Maguire. Yeah, man. Yeah. The black suit. I love that Spider-Man, by the way.
Yeah,
Venom. Go on, you're the secret Marvelite, really, my brethren, isn't it, man? Venom. Because I love Marvel, but I forgot his name was Venom. But what's that, Zach? Thank you for your text, my brother. You're absolutely right. Michael B. Jordan. And when I did some research on the Fantastic Four film, he was in another film called Scanners or something where these kids had powers and and it was the same producer who'd done this film. That's why he put Michael B. Jordan King. Yeah,
it's like the one thing that you can't say is black family. I think that's the one thing that is banned out of our conversation anymore. That you can't say that. You can say every other word on the planet, you know, that you sleep with cat, dog, mouse. You're fine. But as soon as you say you got a black family, it's like
it's a problem, man.
It's a problem.
And this is why whatever Hollywood promotes for us, we have to do the exact opposite. So when it's talking about beta male, we need to promote more alpha males, which is what they don't want. When they're talking about lesbianism and homosexuality, we have to deal with the black family, African man, woman, child. That should be what we should be focusing on. People have really hyped up this movie and cannot see the subliminal messages in this film, and are too busy bigging it up.
All they see is black.
Because that's what it is. Because you know what it is, King. I've said it. The reason people love this film is because they've been starved of.
But this is why this is why we get conned, because
they've been starved.
But hear what?
Yes.
But hear what? Them say that we're being starved, but my belly full. Because hear what? I tell you, it's just a film like any other film. It has a beginning and it has a middle and it has an ending. The only thing different is just the moral of the story. Jehovah's. It was a good movie. I would just say it would probably be better reading it as a book.
But you know what I think,
Jehovah's. For me personally, reading it as a book probably would give me a different eyes than watching it as a visual. Jehovah's. I don't think I would get the same message from reading it. Jehovah's. I think you would
the visual.
But I think by reading it, I think you would get more strength from it than what you would.
Okay, let's take this call, man. This is going to be the only call we're going to take, actually, because Zach.
Yeah, my brother. Sorry for calling later.
It's all right, my brother. Go on. What
yeah,
do you
man.
like to say?
Yeah, the film was Chronicle.
That's right, my brother. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mistyped something. I put network. You know the predicted text. It meant Chronicle when it's supposed to fall in Krypton. Meteor.
No, you, Bridget, I knew exactly what you meant, and thank you for the information.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's all the same. It was the same director who done the Top Secret Fantastic Four with Michael B. Jordan.
And they messed up the films because even Black Lightning are doing something with that as well, man. I tell you something, I go on, man, but I think in the new Avengers film, I reckon Wakanda might come to save the Earth. I don't know, because what I looked at the Black Panther, what I liked about it is just the technology. That's what I liked, because I know they have anti-gravity. That's what I liked about the film. That's it.
Bridget, listen, Zach, you know what, right? There's good aspects about the film. We can't deny it, man.
Yeah, some bad parts.
Of course, King, and we just got to talk about both in a balanced way.
Yeah, man.
That's all,
Respect
my brother.
Them,
Thank you so much, Zach. We'll speak soon, my brother, yeah?
Yeah, man. Bless up,
One love, King. Bless.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Yeah, you see it there, man. I mean, I think people are beginning to realise they got caught up in the hype, and people are actually beginning to see that there is a certain way about this film.
Everybody was dancing.
That's it.
That's what I'm trying to say. We take it too damn far.
Brethren.
No need to. I mean, I look at the WhatsApp and people are wearing up them skin and have dance format and all them things. Me say, what kind of rice and peas this? Listen, what is judgment here? Jehovah's. Yeah, I didn't see the point in that. I understand. You're just going on like, oh well, we don't get much, so once we get it, we're taking it to a whole new stream.
That's exactly what it is.
No, you need for louder thing. Louder thing, because here what? You see the movie? And we make them big. And we can flop them.
I agree.
We in control of this. Yeah, we wouldn't have a government if we didn't want to be governed. Simple like that. You
have to recognize our power is what you're saying.
There you go. You understand me? Yeah, we run things don't run we.
That's all right. That's true.
We're just allowing for make them drive and dictate, and we're in the passenger seat. So when you realize no, you need to start drive, then things will change. Only until then. But we didn't have to embrace it the way we did. We didn't have to acknowledge it.
It's true.
And I'm not saying that it wasn't a good movie. It's not that what I'm saying. But what I'm showing you is we didn't have to embrace it the way we did.
No, you're right, King. Films.
It's like a film.
It's like when I first watched Django. It was a very entertaining film. But the more I watched it, the more I kind of saw the under subliminal messages. I watched 12 Years a Slave, and people may think that Django's. I think 12 Years a Slave is a 10 times better film because it shows black people with a bit more dignity. Because even when the white man's trying to come at the black man, he's pushing him and going, "What were you dealing with, man?" But in Django, except Django's false character, they were all sniffling, weak heart, Negroes.
They had us like we was the bottom of the barrel.
Just weak-hearted, Bridget, just weak-hearted.
Yeah, they had us.
The biggest stinking example of that was Stephen, wasn't it, the Samuel L. Jackson character? And that's what I'm trying to say. But 12 Years a Slave gave black people dignity, and that's why I like that.
You see what it is? Samuel is just a sellout. Yeah, him don't get him marching orders for what him have to do and who him have to degrade.